Banbaka Bang, SpecialiteEN 2nd Gen and sniper of EVE.EXE. Azeria is ready to support you from afar. Hello Azeria or KonBadger for today. Hello Ja, hello Belgium, hello Dark Arrow, hello Rogue, hello Jin, hello Spectre, hello Muzu, hello Waffler, hello May, hello Azeria, welcome! Hope you guys are doing good. Today we'll be playing Ace Attorney Investigations, Case 4. So what happened in Case 4 is happening in the past. To summarize, we're gonna be playing as Mouse Edgeworth, the younger version. So it's gonna be a flashback kind of scenario. So far, 2 persons died, and they said that the case, they think that both of them murdered each other. But we think someone else might be at play and might have staged this whole murder scene. Yeah, she changes introduction for everything. Yeah, today's a great day. KonBadger, KonBadger. Hello boss, hope you're well and you're in a good health. I am in a good health. Was playing Apex, a little bit Apex with BB and Moon earlier. If you guys were there, I was chilling there for like 30 minutes before a stream, and then I watched Moon pulled gacha in Wuthering Waves. He got Camellia, so good job to him. This guy had a lot of posts ready for her. So yeah, easy. I'm gonna pull mine after stream, hopefully, yeah. I just finished Chase Down the Troop. God, I love the song so freaking much. Hope you guys are doing good. So we'll be continuing Case 4. Oops. Okay, that warms my heart. It warms my heart to see you guys here. I hope you guys are doing good. Good pursuit theme. I don't know, this one that I'm listening to is equally as good as the pursuit theme. And both are equal good. I can't decide which one's my favorite. You pull a 3-star Spyro Mewtwo-EVE? Well, you're insane. Congrats! I'm pulling the Mewtwo-EVE. What the heck? You're so good at this. Give me your luck. Anyways, so this is Mouse Edgeworth. And 7 years ago, I think? 7 years ago. And to the right, that's Von Karma, his master that teaches him the ways of the prosecutor. Sir, what is to become of the trial into the Kodopian embassy staff member's murder? Indeed, since both of the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead, damn Von Karma, the case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely. That's it. What's funny about this game? Not really funny. It's more about like solving cases. Compared to the main game is more like you're trying to defend someone. This is more like finding out the truth and all that kind of stuff. So like slightly different. Looks like you have to wait a little bit longer for your big debut. I suppose it can't be helped. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Hello Kenny, welcome! Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Kodopian embassy staff member? And the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it upon himself with this naivety. I don't know how to pronounce that. Outrageous circus, right, sir? I grow wary of this topic. Edgeworth, I will have you assigned to a different case. Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you? I'll consider it. Ah, that's it! We need to get detective hat. Yes, we need to get a detective hat. I love playing this kind of game, although I may be a little bit dumb. Manfred gives me unpleasant. He gives me unpleasant memories as well. Right? Hello, Severia. Welcome, Konziria. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigations. Whatever for. I know there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. L. However, there's not enough evidence to prove that he was who committed the crime. I'd like to continue my investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection. What the shit? Papa? What do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I were competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It will give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree? If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish. You're allowing us to continue? In court, your top priority is to win, and assault investigation is the key, one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you have to become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. Nice, Azeria sometimes giving out secret. See a bigger picture, you need to take a step back. That's why if you guys help me out. Consider hi Pai-san! You want a hug? Genki, genki, genki deyo. How are you? How are you doing? Genki? We see that how that control. Yeah, he affected Edgeworth so much. Edgeworth, Franziska. See it to it that I'm not disturbed. Save for the results for your competition. Yes, sir. Of course, Papa. I like Edgeworth. In the main story, he's kinda but sooner, like a few chapters later, you grow to like him. Diddy Genki me Genki. Nice. What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on. Right, just as you wished. The guy do be just chilling. Oh yeah, he's saluting even though he's like chilling. Yo, this guy, he's so dedicated to his work. He's no objection though. He does have an objection, I think. Not really, I mean not here, but like hold it or something. He's gaming, yeah. Now let's see how well you fare on the investigation from here on Miles Edgeworth. I know I don't have enough information yet, so my first order of business will be to question anyone involved in this case. Yo, sup, you good? Why are you doing this? Bro, you're not supposed to be washing your hands like this. Why are you doing this? Can we draw on the sleeping guard's face? Let's see. Sir, nothing to report, sir. Is there no one who would try to make this man take responsibility for his action on the job? Looks like we have no choice but to report this to Papa. Then this guard can have fun in a waking nightmare after being awakened from his dreams. Actually, let's not. I kind of feel sorry for him now. Dang. It's a bookshelf. What's this? Judge. No, I'm trying to talk to the detective. Guy doing his water trick. Yeah. He's sleep saluting. Yeah. He's tired. So he's like washing his hands. Yeah, bro. Why are you doing that? Is he trying to stop the water because it's broken? I guess. Okay, that's the only thing I can think of if they're like putting their hands there. How did I talk to you? Oh, there we go. It wasn't me, I tell ya. I didn't do anything wrong. Ego? Yeah, it's ego. Hello, Doobie! Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Gumshoe Angie. Let's understand. Let's just come down, okay, buddy? I doubt we'll get anything useful from the detective while he's agitated. Well, hello, sir. You okay? I can't stop the water, sir. It seems that the man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much. Bunch of fools who pretended not to see the foolishly foolish actions of the foolish fools. Well then, why don't you lend an officer a hand? As if I should have anything to do with this. Besides, that water-drinking fool's mouth is the thing that officers should be covering. Let's give that officer a description of the water guzzler later. She seems to have quite the grudge. It sounds to me like someone wanted a drink. It should go. She like did the foolish. Oh my goodness. And the water's about to drown the place. Grab a light, thank you. Miss you? Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I am Franziska von Karma, and I'm about to become the successor to my family's name. About to? I guess that means for death for now. Did you choose another kid? You is you. In which case, it's only natural that I don't know who you are. Why are you whipping me? Anyways, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few questions to ask for you. But look at you, outright scrunched with lines on your forehead. And that to ask of you? Well, what exactly is so funny? Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere. Apparently they failed to teach you proper behavior at the crime scene in law school. I feel so much better now. So, what is it you want to talk about? I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder. We were in defendant's lobby number 1 the whole time, until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. You're with Detective Bad? Why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. So, I take it that you're acquaintance with Detective Bad? Yeah, he was the detective in charge of KG8 incident. Detective Bad is also related to that incident? Had a little something. They had a little something in the next door. That's right, he was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. Miyu-senpai, thank you for the raid! Welcome, raiders! Konzeria, or should I say KonBadger? SpecialiteEN 2nd Gen, Sniper of EVE.EXE, Azeria is ready to support you from afar. Hello, raiders! I am Azeria, I am Miyu-senpai's kohai. I am her junior! Hello, hello! Miyu Raid, welcome, raiders! Today we're continuing with AZE-30. So, AZE-30 investigation. If you guys haven't played this game and you want to avoid your spoilers, please, I'm just gonna let the heads up that there's spoilers here. So be very careful. Miyu Raid, hello again! Hello, hello! Hope you're doing good! Miyu Raid, Konzeria, welcome everyone! Gigantosu-san, Konzeria, Blue Destiny, Konzeria, hello, hello, LX3 Hold Novi! Hello, Ling, hello, Navigator, Miyu Raid! Bowser, you're not gonna sleep after karaoke. Have a good night's sleep. For those of you guys who are staying up and it's late for you guys, please make sure to have lots of rest. And Otsu, how was the stream? Hope you guys had fun. Mouse Edgewood, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard about the KG8 incident from my papa. But how does that case relate to you, Miss Yu? The victim of the case, CCU, was my little sister. Technically, it's early for me. 2 AM, right? The usual time that I stream. You're making that super serious face again. Islam for 14 and PSC. Ah, I see. Got Papa at that age. It's okay, she's still young. Pass every exam, thank Lord. Congrats! Good job! You did it! I just made it to the point to rub some salt in his wound every time I see him. The way she talks about doing that as she laughed away is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, they'll say they met up about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. 2:15, you were changing my sleep schedule? No! Take good care, remember to sleep lots. 2 AM should be fine. Kenny, hello! If you guys are tired, please don't force yourself. At least rest your eyes, okay? I see, he did mention that he was in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more details. You claim that at the time of the murder, you were with Detective Bad. But didn't you lawyers usually discuss the trial of your client during a recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening and he dragged Mr. L away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby 1, and then we just stayed there and talked. And what do you talk with Detective Bad about? Nothing interesting. I just insulted him so... Talk about how the trial was going, and then I insulted him more. Bloody... When she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyway, Mr. Bad and I was in the detective lobby number 1 when the murders occurred. So I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. Mackerel. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Mackerel. Now that your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct? Yeah. Once I heard that it was a Yatagarasu that had made off with the evidence from KG8, I began to ask Mr. L all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out Mr. L was not the Yatagarasu, he had just made that up. He made it up? Mr. L's crime was to get caught on the tape by security cameras. But there's no footage of him sneaking into the Kodopian embassy himself. Hold on for just 1 second. Then, you mean to say that he knew that he was not the real Yatagarasu? For the giggles, I got some questions for you. Think it's funny? Pretty much. And he was just another cold-blooded killer and you were ready to defend him? Some people have big foreheads in Phoenix Wright World. They do! I mean, look at the girl, and then there's a lot of people in the other game that has big foreheads and weird hairstyles. I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. Apollo Justice, aka her forehead! Yeah. That's why defense lawyers are so detestable. But they're no match for us Von Comers. Oh my god. I don't believe it. You're serious? Why don't you save that face for something really worth being serious about? She kind of looks like a little more hair. I wish she cleaned it up really nicely so that her forehead is shining to show you guys how much like IQ she has. Like she's big brain, guys. And Edgeworth. Do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer. Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such things. The hairline would look like a wig. It does. The one character that goes for earrings. She would have tried that Sakura forehead. Yeah, the only way I would get close to Mr. L was to be his lawyer. I had no intentions of covering for him ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'll tap a little bit. Let me message someone real quick. Give me a second. Okay, there you go. Lady Karma has serious mummy vibes. This is when she was younger. Cause can you imagine? The perverse you can put words in her. Yeah! Logic! I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about the character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them. Requests from companies? How does Edgeworth not over it in his outfit? I like his outfit, but like, yeah. Ooh, it's like, it's so much though. So much frills. I don't know about the colors, you know, for like the blue part inside or the red one. Like if you want to choose one color. Yatagarasu isn't just a petty thief out of money, you know? Alright then, perhaps Yatagarasu isn't in the business of stealing people's lives. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma? Franziska, be careful about who you whipped. Choose carefully. I'll remember. There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted. Not me. What the? Bro, I got hit. That just now was hilarious, little Missy. Well, of course it was. What's wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight? And in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say, I've never had heard of this thief when I was in Germany. Yatagarasu deals with information, namely in digging out dirt about the backroom dealings and the likes of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals information and then makes it public for all to see. She's trying to awaken something in our boy Edgeworth, but too bad, he's already awakened when he met Phoenix, right, guys? Vigilante or not, this person sounds like another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either ways, I get a lot more clients now, thanks to that thief. Sounds like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. I suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Alright, sir, I'm back. You good now? Detective Gumshoe. Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Youch! As I am. As am I. I don't think you need to whip him to let him know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective, I really didn't. Your words are useless. I place my trust in only the evidence detective. Once the investigation is fully over and should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you. I have a heart, pal. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about, if you really are innocent, that is. That's right. Hey, pal, go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will you? I would have done so even you had not requested me to, detective. The Edgeworth of bullying, poor guy. That's why he bullies other people now. But yeah, Phoenix had awakened something. So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, didn't you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because on the very first day as a detective, I reported in my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. By the time I got to the Criminal Affairs, I was really late. And that's when he gave me a huge speech. I remember doing the same exact thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I always wind up going to my old classroom. How pathetic for the detective to be comparable to a mere school child. So sad. You claim to be standing guard in front of the door at lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when you did receive the order to do so, and from whom? Earlier around 3:20, I'm from Detective Bad, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn, so I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. And yet, something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was just a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty. Ow! Your words stink worse than your whip, pal. So it was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, huh? Ah. Her smug face is top tier, yeah. Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Is there anything else you would like to tell me? I think in the second game, right? In the second game, there is one lady I'm interested to find out how she acts like. Nope, that's not a thing, pal. I like how the guards in the office is that thing. I don't think they can go against Von Karma. Like Franziska, I don't think they can go against. Trying to know cornet for right and Ashra. Shh, it's okay. Why am I frozen? Camera, work with me. Bruh. Hold on. Okay, there we go. My camera's freezing every single time. Camera, work with me. But yeah, it's okay. It's their thing. Okay, we try not to interfere. You know they have their own time being cornered, but we don't talk about that. In that case, please allow us to look at what you're carrying on your personage. Ah, wait, you can't do that. There's nothing of particular value here. Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so you know. And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Oh, you got an envelope. Ah, hands off, pal. Just show it to us already. Poor guy keeps getting whacked for no reason. At least this time I'm not getting whacked. Annual bonus check with $5 total, except there's no check inside. $5? Or 500? You had your look, now give it back, pal. It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got in and cashed it in today. I just had literally no cash on me after 2 I did, you know? Hello, Mick. Damn, no money. So the envelope is really special to me. Now give it back. You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry. We'll throw it away for you later. How could you? I feel so bad for him. He had no money until he cashed this. Only $5 of annual bonus. Only $5. Yeah, really? But Gumshoe getting mauled in a room with 5 cops. Yeah. I'm sorry, but I need to take him for questioning now. I think I asked him just about everything I needed to. No, wait. Since he became a suspect, there's one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer, I asked you to wait a second. I still have one thing I want to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Understood. But please make it brief, sir. When you're treating a kid like this? Oh, damn. Poor guy. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony... whether or not his testimony about when the crime occurred is the truth. Him? You told me earlier that you heard no sounds other than the gunshots out in the hallway. Is that correct? No mistakes about it, pal. Then you're also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct? Yep, not even a single lamp passed through the hall when I was duty. You don't realize that the lie you're telling is only making your life more difficult for yourself. Huh? Oh. But what is the truth? I didn't see anyone go through the hallway, and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the 2 guys that's beyond what I can even imagine. So he tends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. But why would he do so, given the situation he's in? I believe that through a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant's lobbies is in order. I mean, I don't think Gumshoe is lying, right? What the? It's Kay! Hey, you! She straight up kicked Mo's Edgeware. She runs! She runs! What? How could you have not noticed that coming? Wasn't that the child I changed money from earlier? Thanks, that was exactly what I needed. Kids can sometimes be so cruel. Oh, looks like she dropped something. Oh, she's on a Swiss roll. Maybe we should arrest that girl. Maybe she might turn out to be some valuable lead. I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt next time we meet. I believe I asked all the things that I on this man. Now it's for Detective Bat and the judge. We have to confirm who is correct, judge or that scruff face, right? I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of the lobby too next. I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Franziska? The guy can catch a break. She hates us. That was funny. She said she heard the gunshot, but he said he didn't hear the gunshots. So I'm pretty sure you're lying, and I'm pretty sure you're a killer. No, maybe Detective Bat is also a killer. Who knows? No, but there's still the one guy. There's still the one guy that came in. So, did you see anything else? No, I don't think so. I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation. Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duties as a defender of the law. When this guy just came in and just said, yeah, he's the one. Like, you're not any... Oh, and that'll be all for now. I'll ask him if I have any other questions. One on the line indicate who, therefore both guilty. I don't think that Gumshoe will be the killer. He just seems... I mean, maybe in the future they'll make one case and make it so that he is actually guilty. But so far, I don't think he's guilty. Now, if you excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Stay here. Oh, you're the new prosecutor Mr. Von Kama recommended, right? That beer beating for PNG, what's up with that? My name is Miles Edgeworth, your honors. I'm sure it's too goofy, yeah. And I'm Manfred von Karma's daughter, Franziska von Karma. I'm set to become the successor to the genius father any day now, your honor. I see. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended my von Karma Miles Edgeworth. A bit my tongue. Are you alright, your honor? Please feel free to refer to me as Miss von Karma, your honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine. Apparently somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title. Did I abuse my power? Very well, then I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now about your testimony. $7 hot, $9 for orange juice? What? Yo, $9 for the orange juice and $7 for the hot dog? Shouldn't it be swapped around? What? $8 for a beef jerky. What's that? How much did milk cost? Yes, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, carry this core right down. This is scamming. I'd like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw. Right. After all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law. I really appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I will need to do is figure out that detective's exact movements. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Milk is $7 and orange juice is $9. I thought maybe a milk would be more expensive, but who knows? A Swiss roll. How can the orange juice and milk be more expensive? I mean, a Swiss roll is fine, but like a beef jerky and a hot dogs being lesser than what? The video machine looking for change. Yo, what's up? What you doing? Look at that. Look at that gat. Move, Franziska. Look at that gat. Did you find anything, officer? I think there's a $5 bill back here. Come on, just a little more. Is there no one working for the crime scene who isn't a total waste of living tissue? Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be a single person we can deem useful here. I will rest until oh! That over there. Those are crazy prices. And little Timmy isn't gonna grow big and strong. I'm paying for $7 for a milk. It's like we're not getting the milk for anyone then, guys. Yeah, he's looking for money. It's a pink colored piece of trash made of rubber. A balloon? I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. Oh, that's Kay's like balloon that we saw at the beginning of the crime scene. On the crime scene, the case. All I see is a piece of garbage. But you know, the fact that there were a literal running loose in this courthouse is simply unforgivable. He was standing behind the cop. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not like I was the one who littered. Rubbish belongs in rubbish bins. Ow, why am I getting hit? The ants are hard at work carrying their food home. It's a marvel that they can pick up such a cooperative large object directly to us dice. Well, if you want to carry the mighty Von Karman name and not be squished underneath it, you better work hard, extra hard, just like these ants. The same goes for you, Franziska. Oh? There on this bench, it smells like some sort of sweet substance. I can't believe there's someone going on dirtying the courthouse. For shame! What the? Calm down, Franziska. Now take a good look. Doesn't this smudge kind of look like a handprint to you? I suppose it could be. Which means that perhaps we can lift the prints of this person who stole at this bench. I see, and then we'll know that the identity of our mystery slob. You there, lab technician. Could you please find out who this handprint belongs to? Sir, yes, sir. I got the result of the fingerprints analysis, sir. And do we know who they belong to? Sir, the fingerprints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Oh, interesting. Good work, officer. And there you have it. Yes, I suppose so. Now we know the identity of the person who dirtied the bench. I sense that you and I will be using this information in very different ways. What are these black speckles? I believe it's a pile of ants eating away. Oh, that detective, he claims that not a single ant slipped by him. And yet we have a whole hill of them. I'm getting hit again! What are you hitting me for? As a replacement for that pathetic detective. Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detective's growing tabs of pay cuts. Anyways, I wonder what the ants are eating. From the looks of it and sweet smell, pieces of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll. So it's a spectral mouse edge proof. The courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times. It wasn't me who dropped the food in the ground. The courthouse must be kept clean. I mean, when she grew up, she has an actual whip. This is a riding corp that is used for horses. But when she grows up, she has an actual whip. I can look outside. However, I thought the killer could have escaped through here. Of course, this is the third floor after all. It appears that the bars were installed on this to prevent people from falling out. Bars? What bars? Can you not see them from your vantage point? Oh, she's short! She's short! Ow! Well, I must remember not to bring up that taboo subject again. Okay, she's short! She's short! What's the matter? I pricked myself on this cactus needles. I didn't think that the needles on the thing would be so sharp. Well, what did you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of these? Anyway, the cactus seems to be unrelated to our case. Do you really think so? Because I believe this cactus sitting on this windowsill is completely related. Can't drop the case, don't pay me enough to get bullied. Yeah, this girl, get out of here. Why are you here? Oh, then I look forward to your explanation on how exactly it's related. Okay, detective. Detective Bat, I have something I wish to inquire about. Oh, there's a different music for him. What the heck? Hey! How about doing some actual work, you? I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movement during the recess. You're getting in the way of the investigation. I have an order from Mr. Von Karman himself. Plus, I still hold investigative authority. KonBadger, hi Miwoo! Hello, hello! Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. You having fun? So I hear that you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here. Fair day, that guy was just accused, you know? Hold on. Let's see. No smoking inside. It's okay. It's candies. Candies. It's a lollipop. Lollipop for sure. I just noticed something was gonna happen. My detective instinct told me. A lot of you, good, it did you. You can even protect one lone prosecutor with it. Chill, chill, chill. Don't fight, don't fight. Franziska, I think you need to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bat. Please continue. Don't pull the gun on a kid. Huh. I used his phone on the first floor and called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over. And that detective's the only one who showed up. And upon his arrival, did you set Detective Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Bat? Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After he got here, we came up to the defendant's lobbies together. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. She started laughing! She told us that Faraday was really mad. And that he dragged Rel off to the lobby number 2 to have a word or something. And that Faraday had said to not let anyone interrupt them. So what choice do I have? All I could do was tell the big lug to stand guard outside. Huh. And around what time did all that take place? Let's see. I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big lug his assignment, he never left the hallway, not once. Oh, and how can he make such a claim? One of the guards outside in this floor mains lobby swore to me he didn't. If the detective never left the hallway, then where did he disappear off to? That's simple. He must have gone into lobby number 2, just as I suspected. You and I. We were in lobby number 1 next door. But the only one without alibi is Gumshoe. Okay. The candy cigarettes, you blow in the end the powder sugar with blood like smoke. Is there such things exist? Really? I've never heard of it actually. What the heck? You're doing well? Nice. Huh? Detective Bat, you also heard the gunshot, did you not? Oh, he also heard the gunshot. The only person that didn't hear the gunshot is Gumshoe then. It's bubblegum. Huh. I see. You heard it when I was in the vending lobby number 1. That's why I come running to his lobby number 2 together with you. And how much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene? Less than a minute. What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot? I grabbed the big lug, who was just walking around in the hall, and raced into the lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies. In that order. That makes you a discoverer of the crime scene, right? Yeah, I guess it does. Little miss. I'm about to become the prosecutor very soon. You will treat me with dignity I deserve, or else. You wave that thing around anymore, and I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss. You wouldn't dare. Just joking. Detective Bat is really something if you can make Franziska behave. Yo, this is insane. You're making Franziska behave. Are we about done? Is there anything else you're asking about? I'd like to know a little bit more about the circumstances in which you heard the gunshot. Like I said, it was lobby number 1 with you. I have nothing else to add. Well, his testimony certainly corroborates with what Miss Yu said. Miles, you already asked him about that, remember? Chocolate cigars also exist. They're solid shaped like cigars and wrappers are like cigars. But they're not actual cigars, right? They're just chocolate. Alright, wait, that's cool. What the heck? I don't know, like some kids, they just eat the lollipop and then they just pretend it's like a cigarette. Don't smoke, guys. It's bad for your health. I'd like for you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot. It was around the end of recess and the trial was about to start again, I think. He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. But I got the sense he wasn't going to show before the hand-off. And then more banned now, they're promoting smoking too. Oh yeah. It has to be banned because like it's for kids, right? They're only solid chocolate. I feel like eating chocolates now, guys. Just as I thought. That bam. Sound of a gunshot here at my eardrums. So you heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart, huh? It makes sense. Those candy secret candies that the bubble gums that they're trying to inhale if you don't want to cough it up a fit. For sure. It's a little bit dangerous for children. I don't have any time to wait. Oh, come on. All you do is standing in front of their door doing nothing. I could go for the chocolate as well because I'm guac and tortillas sorry as hell, bruh. I get that. Like sometimes, like for me, if I ate something too sweet, I feel like eating something salty. And if I eat something salty, I'm like, I need to balance it out with something sweet. I get you. Go get some like chocolate drink or something, you know? I know BB is going for like a while, right? So you can stay comfy, watch our streams, and watch her tilt in Apex, and I'm just, you know, solving cases here. Like 3-4 hours, because she's crazy. Detective Pat, may I ask that you cooperate with us just a bit longer? I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys, we're the only ones who said that you wanted to investigate in the first place. Fine then, be obstinate. We'll just do as we please. Come on, Mouse. Oh, she got paid. At least she got paid. Yo, she got super chat like 100, like a lot of 100. At what cost? her sanity, guys. Will I do something crazy? Maybe not. I'm not as crazy as her. I may ask for the forensic scientist cooperation. Hello, Sasha. Welcome. KonZeria. Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Do as you like. Let's see. When does Metro get his P90 extra clip? We already... Did we talk to you? Not yet. Your Honor, I would like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder? Did you suspect me of something? No, Zerine, 24 hours. I did 22 hours of Apex. I will die. I mean, I could do it for 24 for 10k, but 10k. I was thinking for 10k celebration, I could do a rank during stream, but no, BB is already doing some like Apex for 10k, so I'm thinking of doing something else. Who knows? Your Honor, it's a testimony I'm after. Innocent, think it's cool because his jacket came with his jacket. No idea you were chasing me or after my testimony. I'm beginning to sense that I might want to avoid being a trial run by this judge. Yeah, you should avoid a trial by this judge because every single time we're in the courtroom and this guy is so dumb. Let's see here. Now then, where should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more frequent visits to the restrooms. If you go take a look around the window at the end of the hall, you see a small window. That is the window to the men's restroom. Wait, you can see! Bro, there's no cover for the restroom? You can see clearly into the hallway from the men's restroom? And when I was going to the restroom, the detective Gumshoe, was it? Well, it was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it. Huh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. If the guy's restroom you can see out, sure. But you can go and see in. That's a little bit... They better give me 200 off to rent to live there then. Yeah! And the restroom is in another building. There's not like it's not like a door that leads there, right? It's like a window. This is like, they mean that the toilet's in the other building? And this I couldn't believe. When I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a single soul in the hallway anymore. Your Honor, if you could just please calm down and explain to me rationally. Oh, I'm sorry. Please let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious. That's my finely honed judge intuition said. Although, well, the murders occurred, I just should have brushed it off. Oh. Apparently this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. The restroom window, huh? I wonder if you can really see the men's bathroom window from that one there. You can, I'm looking at it right now. I demand that you show me this view at once. I suspect that her height is what's limiting her ability to see. That's probably what I'm going to find out from Your Honor. Miss Ashworth, may I return to my other duties now? Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor. Oh, anytime, Ashworth, anytime. Or the Secrets Awakening issues. The car has so much issue. First of all, the vending machine. That's so expensive for orange shoes. Second of all, the toilet. How can you see in the toilet? What the? The judges in the country seems rather friendly. Yes, if not a little wishy-washy. However, I heard that they're known to hand out very fair verdicts. Okay. The Giga Chef from Messiah, but he's so dumb in the courthouse. This spring rubbery substance. I saw this in a different form earlier today. I believe that this is a piece of pop balloon. I suppose that is possible. The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend the windowsill cactus. That would be the logical conclusion, yes? Okay, so I need to turn on the light. It's so dark. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. The judge is so dumb. It's so dumb. Every time I play Phoenix, right, and he's like, he doesn't see what's wrong with it. Like, no, what do you mean? Sender flower is in the air. Do these two link together? I don't think these two link together though. No, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's right. I'm missing something then. Let's see. Anything here? Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer? I brought a Swiss roll for $6. Rip. I'm pretty sure it was the kid. I'm pretty sure it was Faye, because Faye dropped the Swiss roll, and she was asking us for money earlier. The judge left his turkey sandwich. That's right. We're known that the players in this case, then, huh? It wouldn't appear that way. That we have the same nagging feeling that we're missing something. And I suspect the player missing is hiding right in this crime scene somewhere. There's no satisfying extinction. What would it do if there's no detective officer? Also, Doctor, you say turkey sandwich. Unfortunately, there is ham sandwich here, and that's it. It appeared that the vending machine sells snacks in various order food. Oh, that's the missing thing. It's just lovely. How would I think of next? Don't be a jerk in the court like these beef jerks. One packet for $9. Defendant's fresh milk. 1/2 pin for $7. Stay neutral as a Swiss due till the end of these for $6. You're awfully overpriced. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're saying too. The lineup is simply quite awful, period. Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that Swiss roll that little will drop is from this machine. This is better to be the sweet roll ever. Yeah. The heck? So expensive. Stay neutral as a Swiss due to the end of these. The end of what? Well, I assume it's the end of the trial. I suppose that means that the one should eat it during the recess. You can't eat during the trial, so I suppose the only time you can eat them is now, huh? I wouldn't mind if you want to eat one now. They come in packs of 2 after all. Huh. We're in the middle of investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me. If you want, we can pool our money and buy a pack together. If I split it with you, then I don't want it. What? Defendant's fresh milk. What exactly is that supposed to mean? I bet it means that the milk is freshly milked by various defendants on the trial right now. No, I think it might be what is milk right here from the various defendants. Miles Edgeworth. You can't possibly be serious. Of course not. This. Miles, what are you saying? Oh. Ace series. God dang. This is so overpriced, guys. Credit cards accept. Oh, money. But put the money in here. But what's this white part for? Why is it like this? What's this for then? Exchange? That's what I'm saying. When it's not looking bad, blind your opposition with some OJ. Are they promoting violence? The Japanese 7-Eleven snacks? Oh. Yeah, this is too overpriced. Konzeri, haja! Overpriced in America's store now? It's so overpriced. Compared to the sting of the whip, the sting of the orange juice may not be so bad. Okay, why is the orange juice more expensive than the hot dog? You got what I mean? When you're in the hot water, you might need a hot dog. What? It looked like the slogan was decided through a public contest. And the winner was Prosecutor Winston. Not him! Not him! It's him! Mr. Payne, the guy that we always go against in fucking Phoenix, right? What a pathetic slogan. No President Owl. If it was up to me, it would read, "If you leave matters in the Von Kammer's hand, everyone in court will be found guilty, dogs." Overruled. Who will buy this? We don't know as well. I mean, after all, everything's in the courtroom. Maybe they're charging it because of extra money. Don't be a jerk in this court and like this beef jerks, I see. Mouse Etrip, wouldn't you agree that it's a very clever pun? You really think they put that much effort into products thing? Even a foolish fool could understand the foolish thinking of the fool that who made it up. You're just acting so foolishly that I got so thoroughly mad, and I'm utterly famished. If you wanted a pack of these, all you have to do is just act like a normal person. Don't let the prosecutor and the defense make a ham sandwich out of you. It sounds like a director that they ham of a judge. Well, that certainly isn't directed to me. I can outmaneuver with him any day. God dang. And the guy gets stuck in the machine. I didn't expect her to like that pun as well. These bits of chocolates and cake? Could they not have come from the Swiss roll? A Swiss roll? Why would the courthouse sell those things like that? It may not seem like the right venue, however, it is being sold right over there. The vending machine? I see. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end of the days. 2 for $6? Talk about expensive. Leaving the fact that it's only on the expensive side, the fact that the cake crumbles and chocolate bits were found in the hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. I think I have a pretty clear picture on what happened now. Really, I don't have anything. What? Huh? Naturally. After all, I'm here, aren't I? How many vending machines? So far in this room, this hallway, there's only 2. We can't really see any drinks one. Yatagarasu might have sat on his bench after he ate a Swiss roll. And as he ate, he dropped it on the floor and sullied the bench. Ugh. How could it not clean up after himself? How utterly despicable. Orange juice, 18 bucks. Oh no, so expensive. Beef jerky and an orange juice for 18 bucks. Oh, you might as well get like a meal at a restaurant. Anyway, if it was Detective Gumshoe who brought this, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, and that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts. A contradiction? Where? I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. The amount of whipping noises. What? Oh! It's not going to connect any of the evidence I hold? Yes, because he should not have $6. About Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning, he didn't have even a single penny on his personage. Just how poor is that guy? He's too poor. He only got like an annual bonus of $5, everyone. If his bonus was really only $5, then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor. Meaning Scruffy must have bought a pack somehow. Indeed. That detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, yet he did. The question is, how? Extra being overpriced. Did he borrow $1 from someone? I'm thinking maybe the kid K like gave him the Swiss roll because there's like a pack of 2, right? Two Swiss roll is $6. Maybe the kid gave him one. That had a $5 on it. I would give him $1. I would too. I would do that. We're in the middle of competition, you know. We should be checking to see if your conclusions are wrong first. So you go ahead. It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. Very well, but first we need to pay His Honor a visit to correct his testimony. Your Honor, if I may, I would like to see your witness testimony to see how it stands. Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect? In a sense, I suppose you can say that. Even you, a judge, are nothing but a common witness before a Von Karma. Silence in the courtroom, silence, I say! Mr. New Prosecutor, recommended by Von Karma and Genius Prosecutor for Manfred. You bit your tongue again, didn't you? Ahem. As a defender of the law, I cannot give false testimony. You can place me under your oath if you want. Very well then. Your testimony, if you please. During the recess, I went to the restroom. There's a window on the hallway side. In other words, I could see into the hallway. How is it? You had to walk so far? As I entered, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machine. But then when I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. Maybe he like dropped his money somewhere and then he had to like disappear. Like he squat down. A detective that goes missing while on duty, that might seem mighty suspicious to me. Your Honor, can you please try to remain calm? Oh. I'm so used to simply listening to testimony that I got caught up in the excitement. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun now. Maybe Gumshoe fell over? Yeah. Maybe Kay, the kid, kicked him as well. Remember above how little suspicious? Because Gumshoe bought the stuff from the vending machine. Suddenly he disappeared from his line of sight, and he was supposed to be guarding the hallway. So that's why he thinks it's suspicious. Isn't it $5 that he could almost reach? Yeah, that could be it as well. Because he already have his $5. He already cashed it in earlier today. So he doesn't have money anymore. So either he was trying to reach for that and gave up, or yeah. It disappeared? But Your Honor, didn't you just say... I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines. But yes I did. The restroom window looks over the courtyard and right into the hallway. But I just also exit. I took another look and there was no one inside. He sat down, bro. He sat down. It led me to one solution in this mystery. Hello, Digi! I have a small Cicero to play this game. Really? That's so perfect! Because we're talking about Cicero right now. How are you, Digi? Welcome! I'm doing good. So I look in the hallway in the restroom and over the courtyard, did he? Like that just goes missing while on duty? That's my suspicious to me. But when I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. Swiss roll are yummy. Yeah, yummy. I haven't eaten Swiss roll for so long. I'm very sure that the person you witnessed was Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor. Yes, I'm absolutely sure. It's hard to miss someone of his stature, even from the far away as the restroom. Besides, I can't really think of anyone else with that kind of hairstyle and big beige coat. Swiss roll are too sweet for me. It's time to make your own version and make it less sweeter. Maybe, you know? I'm simply wondering if you were mistaken in what you saw. What? Preposterous. My eyes are sharp as it can be, ready to see through lies to the truth. I don't think so, Judge. Although recently, things do seem a bit too fuzzier than they used to be. Clearly, his eyes are not the only things that has gone fuzzy. But allow me to say with all honors and dignity of a judge, I am not mistaken in what I saw. I mean, I know for sure what happened. He probably sat down, that's why he didn't see him. My question is... Oh shit, hold on. Which evidence would I give to him? Okay, my leg is bugging. I'm hungry. Go, no. Go get some food and treat yourself. And take good care of yourself, okay? Can I open this? I can't believe that you're selling the Swiss roll like this in the vending machines these days. Yes, I can't believe it. For 6 for 2. Who can charge that amount for your communist junk food? Franziska, if you want one, all you just have to do is buy one for yourself. I'm working right now. It won't do for me to eat while there's a case to be solved. I'm where we're. Oh no! Don't push yourself, okay? Don't push yourself. What the? Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, he's throwing 2 bites and it's gone. Me too. Me too. Because it's so small, you know. My question is, do I give him this? Oh, it's not this one. Is it not? I mean, I'm pretty sure he sat down, but like, which one do I press him on? Your oven is busted? No. He completely disappeared. Oh, there we go. What's a finger wag for Mr. Ashworth? That's classic which evidence for which statement, yes. And when you don't know how to root yourself, objection while someone is giving testimony. Ah. If you truly are a man of the law, you must be always vigilant. For example, I never let opportunity to shout objection pass me by. Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is a real life. This is what some people may say, the pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me. What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? That party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness. You must know the uncouth bench sullier has already been pleaded under arrest. Placed under arrest thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor. Oh, well that's good. Who was it? We were able to discover something from the smudge on the bench, namely Detective Gumshoe's fingerprint. It's mocha sausage pepperonis. Oh, I hope you enjoy those though. Man, trash curry day. Is it just like leftovers? Would you have? I mean, curry is still curry. Food is food, you know? Enjoy. You get a bad ending? No, you simply have to restart. That's it. That's why I don't want to restart. I'm lazy to go all the way this. Hello, Jack. KonBadger. I was forgot to send this Inferno earlier. I'm caught up the story. Nice. Welcome to the latest part of the story. Hope you enjoyed it though. Not happy with community just murdered. He had to go through and dirty the courthouse. Too guilty. Your Honor, please calm down. But it is true that the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench. We have not established that this action is related to the double murder. What do you mean? I believe that the detective bought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one. I'm waiting for Harumasa in 4 more days. Harumasa doesn't come out in 4 more days though. Harumasa is gonna come out like end of November. No, sorry, December-ish. Because in the next few, after Yanagi, it's gonna be lighter, and then afterwards is Harumasa. Your fingerprints proved that my conclusion to be true. Oh, but I still don't understand. Is the whole thing related to how I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom? Is it indeed? The window in the hallway was built rather high up into the wall. About my groans adult's chest height. As evidence, I submit that Franziska herself was unable to see out of the window. Ow! I knew I shouldn't have used her height as evidence. But basically, what this means that the area directly under the hallway window is a blind spot where the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom. Then, it seems that you have made a connection. If someone were to sit on the bench under the window, yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe would be effectively disappear from sight. What? Do you finally see, Your Honor? Your testimony has just proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time. Sorry. What? Waiting for Harumasa, I don't know why my brain can't wait. It's okay, my brain can't wait. And there's a news that he might possibly be free for people, for everyone to claim. Like how Dr. Ratio was in Star Rail, because there's the Game Awards coming up. So I think ZZZ is likely to win, so we might get it as well, a free Harumasa. So that means I can save a little bit more and get his weapon, or maybe M1 him. Yeah, Camellia. Yes, Camellia is out already. I know Moon already wrote, and he got both the weapon and her. Gaps never not getting Caesar, but I had like a parry special. I mean, definitely she's gonna come for a rerun. And 1 point for Ellen Jo is getting a rerun, so that means rerun banners are already coming soon for 1.4. So sooner or later you'll see Caesar back again. It starts getting like real. I mean, this sounds good though. This still sounds good though. Something of value that you would like to say? Yes, actually there is. I remember something else just now. Rerolling for Camilla tonight. Good luck for your rose! Just allow me to testify to the call once more time. And we'll overrule him, we just keep on talking, wouldn't he? That might not be a bad thing. The more info, the better the investigation, right? I haven't played ZZ in a week, is that bad? I mean, if you don't have the monthly thing, the monthly subscription thing, you're good to go, it's fine. But if you really, really want to pull for a character and you don't have enough to begin with, then kinda bad. When we're getting a free character, Harumasa in section 6, the bow and arrow plus katana dual wielding guy. I have 280 plus pulls ready for him, but I'm gonna be rolling for lighter in his weapon because there's news that we might get a free Harumasa, right? So then, if I could, I will roll for his weapon first and then get him to M1 or 2, like get 2 more copies if possible, and then go for me, Abby. I suppose it's possible that you can't see the person from the restroom window. What do you really think of Franzi in this case? She's funny, but kind of what I expected of the older version, because I know how she behaved in the older one, right? And now as a kid, she's still the same, but except that she's very sensitive about her height. Which is funny though. However, that doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. As leaving the room, I heard a loud bang of the gunshot. Didn't change much, just a weapon change. Just her weapon and her height. How that? That's the testimony of one who judges the crime of the others. My throat hurts. Your Honor, can you state the important facts first next time? I agree. Before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words. I'm sorry. Well, he's losing to 2 kids. But honestly, I thought the sound was more of a noise popper until just now. He mentioned it right before we started the trial. He did talk about that. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during a recess? I could have sworn I heard a loud popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. Oh, okay, I know what the pop is. The balloon. In the days before the whole wars were over. Hello, Farrah, welcome. Your Honor, if I may, I would like to clarify some details in your testimony. The pop. Because if it's a gunshot, it will be really, really obvious that it's a gunshot. But if this guy were to go like, it sounds like a noise popper, then it could have been a balloon. So then you can see a seated person from the restaurant in the windows, and then the detective was stating there when I looked. It's more competitive as a kid, and grown she's more subtle because it's what she says. That's true. She is very competitive right now. A mask. This my mom said I was leaving the restroom. I heard a loud bang of the gunshot. A gunshot. You sure about that? Your Honor, what about what you just said? I know. I couldn't believe it myself. Bang! When the gunshot, and it heard loud, and it jump to the seat. Like this. Like this. Quick. Chill, Your Honor. Please remain calm when you're trying to explain yourself to me. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. No, then I must get her myself. Yes. When I heard the gunshot, there was no one in the hallway. As you know, I looked. There was no one there. The court, the just emotion circuit seems to be stuck on the overreact. At this point, nothing stands out to me as a contradiction in this testimony. Franziska. If I'm correct, this testimony is hardly positioned poorly. I know that. And that's why I said at this point. I think my first line of attack will be to draw more information from His Honor. What kind of court are we running? We're not really running a court, it's just that we're just running his testimony outside the case. We're not something similar to Phoenix, right? Shouldn't have Peppa's attention, it makes her hurt even more in the future. It hurts a lot more. I'm gonna bet everyone. Okay, good night, Dark Arrow. Rest well. As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at the point, the recess, did you look at the hallway? After I called for a recess, I handled the changes of prosecutor paperwork. Maybe about 20 minutes after we reconvened. Yes, that sounds about right. Just as expected. But what are you expecting? And I demand to know what that all-knowing smell is for. Your Honor, the statement you just made now is very important. I would like for you to append it to your testimony. Alright, if you insist. No courtroom drama, only detective drama in this game, pretty much. No, single sign of shot. What the? 20 minutes before we reconvene. Very well. What did you do after that? I see I had to make some preparations, so I rushed straight to the courtroom. So they tracked down a few pieces of paperwork for the various bailiffs. So you rushed back into the courtroom despite having heard a gunshot. Well, at the time, I thought it was just the sound of a noise popper. I really couldn't think of any explanation than someone having a birthday party. But now, I think that had just happened. I see. Thinking back, the judge did mention something to effect when we reconvene. Followed by 50 AzeKids, the same outfit? Yeah! I cannot allow you to make an objection. But, Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection. EVE.EXE, I have been overruled. Your Honor, there's simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste. What do you mean by that? You claim you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that's simply not possible. For once, the judge actually pressures someone. Yeah. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended my Manfred von Eyck. Instead of biting your tongue, why don't you bite your tongue on it? I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Franziska. Just Uno reverse and Uno reverse. And don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back. I mean, you should whip me so many times, bruh. With your height, you need a step ladder of 4 to accomplish that. Whoa! Using the height card on her. Ahem, Mr. Edgeworth. My ears are not gone that far yet. I am if you know. I can still hear just fine. I just heard the sound of gunshot loud and clear with my 2 own ears. Ha, Your Honor, I hear have an interesting bit of testimony. It's from Detective Bad. And according to him, he heard a gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. What do you say? Your Honor, you just said that you had the gunshot about 20 minutes before we to reconvene. How do you explain that this glaring contradiction? That can't be. Unfortunately, that is the truth. But I heard it as day as clear as day. Bang! This loud sound of a gunshot. The sound of a gunshot. We keep returning to this point of contention. And this piece of evidence, I always did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand what the gunshot the judge heard was. But unfortunately, Your Honor, this is what really produced the gunshot you hear. I found this object in the hallway earlier. What is that pink substance? It may not look like it, but it's actually a piece of balloon. I see. And I suppose you would like me to accept that pink balloon in the court record. Your Honor, I presented this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony. But what? Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway and then you heard the gunshot. Now, there's no guarantee the detective was sitting on the bench at the time. Therefore, you believe that he must have been in the crime scene defendant lobby too. Am I correct? Yes, that is exactly right. Let me ask you something. Do you think the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I said enough that even you can figure out the rest on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of this balloon into thinking it was a gunshot. What manner of trickery is this? That was a good effort you put forth, Mouse Edgeworth. But if it was me, I would have wrapped this thing before the judge even testified. Care to elaborate how one ends on something before it even begins? Well, to be honest, I did think that sound was a bit off from a real gunshot, though. But who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this? That's true. One doesn't usually think of balloons in a conjunction with a court, however. Once you're done with question 1 and 2, it'd be nice to have an objection themed tier list. We could do that, but I have to listen to it too again. I feel like maybe people will be like, no, I don't agree with you. You know what's the best one? Great Ace Attorney! Great Ace Attorney! And the balloon that the girl was holding, it explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy. Who knew that giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do? What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I will see to myself that he is released. Wait. There are still other things that I feel have to resolve what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe. But why? I thought we just cleared his name. Whether we did just now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is to continue my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve these remaining issues pertaining to the events that occur in the hallway. Very well. Bailiffs, please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom. I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. It feels so different. It's so good. I love that era kind of music. So it makes me like it so much. This step we're gonna do a tier list on the items. Every single item in this game. There's so many. Yeah, pursuit teams and objections teams are so good. Oh, what is it now? What is time for my trial already? Can be used anywhere. Yes. I tell you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it. I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe. No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that. No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that. Why can't you guys be a little less judgmental? I mean, it's like in every AA game, but it's so good when it's played. It's so good in every single Ace Attorney games. Well, speaking of hasty judgment, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in my judgment on my part. Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. We have yet to prove that he's completely innocent of this crime. I guess so. Tireless will make too much effort for everyone you can present to the attorney pins to. I feel bad for his name is Gumshoe. It's okay. Everyone has weird names. In any case, I would like you to testify to your actions while you were on the guard duty. And please remember, you're not only on trial. This is only a part of investigation. Yeah, he has a rough life, and such you may be found to be innocent. However, you still should give false false testimony. Ouch! My whip will object loud and clear. If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely. Understood? Yoshi is another term for detective. Ooh. Yeah, there's always a pun with every single name here. Almost every single name. Thinking back on the state of the crime scene and the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe is lying. And if I can't break his lie, then we may never get a break in this case. I think I'm on the bottom, I should be getting stamped on. Poor guy. I came down here to the courthouse on the Detective Bat's order. As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in lobby number 2. From that time on, until I heard the gunshot, I was in the hallway the whole time. My honor and detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal. Mr. saw it. Yeah, he saw it. Is he singing me the same entire tune? In that case, I just have to change the melody. I know he's lying, and this time I pulled the information I need out of him. I'm sure the name's Richard. Oh, it is cool. There's a lot of the names in the game I don't understand what pun they make. And the gunshot, I was in hallways the whole time on my honor detect. I swear it wasn't me. Wigglesworth Gumshoe. Oh, it's cute. Ah, Yuri! Thank you so much for the raid! Welcome, Raiders! Konziria! I am from SpecialiteEN 2nd Gen and sniper of EVE.EXE Azeria. Hello! Come away! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome! We're currently playing Ace Attorney Investigation. We're currently on case 4. So if you guys haven't played the game and you guys are avoiding the spoilers, please take note that I'm in case 4 right now. I love Ace Attorney. I know you love Ace Attorney, Yuri! Welcome! How was your stream? Yeah, we're currently on case 4 that it takes place 7 years ago. So we're going back in time where we first met Detective Gumshoe and everything. That's good, okay? Tekken? God, I cannot play fighting games. You're insane. You're so good. I love Ace Attorney. I love Ace Attorney. What's your favorite Ace Attorney game? I love Great Ace Attorney. I love that era. Can watch the spoilers? Oh good, oh good. For those who want to avoid spoilers, please click away from this stream. And I thank you guys for coming for raiding into me. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I love Tekken. It's nice to watch Tekken, but I suck at the game, so I'd rather just watch people play it. Trials and Tribulation, oh that's good. Yeah, finish your PFP. Actually, a clean cut brings back memory. Yo, I feel so sad for Gumshoe every single time. Tekken is crazy. I'm like super baby. No, you're capping. You are capping. One day you'll be good. We all start somewhere. We all start from the bottom, but we're gonna go up. And I know Hiyori's gonna do extremely well. I trust you. I play with bots. We all start somewhere. TNT is really, really good. I like it. Azeria love Hiyori Damu. Did your feelings similar to Reina for Tekken? I think I've seen that character before. Let me do a dance. I like doing the dance for all the raiders. Hello raiders. I will dance for you. I'll do a happy dance. Thank you for raiding in. Yippee! Nice. That's so cute. No, you cute. You cute. Good luck with your stream. Thank you, Hiyori. Otsu on your stream and rest well. Rest. Have a good rest. And Otsu, Tekken must have taken so much energy from you. Investigation 2 is my favorite. Oh, yeah, we're currently on case 4. So we're almost at 2nd game. So yeah. We had a gunshot. I was in the hallway the entire time. On my honor. How do I... Okay. You claim to have seen in the hallway the whole time. However, it is not a fact that you did something while you were in that hallway. Of course I did something. I guarded the door from lobby number 2, pal. What else? Very well then. What exactly does guarding the door entails? Well, to put it simply... Oh, I know. It was my job to stand in front of the doors without moving an inch. I mean, he moved though. Detective Gumshoe, you mean to tell me that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you wish to testify to the effect of? You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step away from the door, just like I was ordered not to. Huh. Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden? Because we're all in shock, and in all of your utter stupidity. Scruffy, if you're going to lie, at least tell one more believable one. So if a cowboy, also the character has grins, someone looks like my Batman show. Hello! Welcome! Azeria! Yeah, we're playing Ace Attorney Investigation, the very first one. Currently on case 4, and if you want to avoid spoilers, please take note. We're currently playing case 4, so avoid the screen. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. Welcome. If it's late for you guys, I hope you guys had a good rest. I should hurry up and bring this incipient testimony to a place. In a gunshot, I didn't take a single step from the lobby number 2. You sure about that? I have an objection. Oh, what is it, pal? Detective Gumshoe, I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere. Hey, it's one of those things. The courthouse special Swiss roll, right, pal? Precisely. In that case, I suppose. And you also recalled you sullied this hallway bench. Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that. Detective Gumshoe, you know that you can't go around dirtying the courthouse like this. You inconsiderate solvenly pig. Oh, eee. I promise to clean up later, I swear. Now then, shall we get into business? About the fact that you didn't move a single step from in front of that door. If that really was the case, then how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls? Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step in front of the door, how did you manage to get the bench dirty with that grubby hands? You guys like singing opera is a strange but cool. As to use the English voice, I am also English to English voice for the main game, Fight Phoenix, right? So yeah. I'm pretty sure Franziska's whip can do more damage than my words alone can. How do you read that? Solvenly? Alright, I'll confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought a pack for myself, alright? I thought I could get chewed out again if anyone found out about me eating on the job, so I didn't want to say anything. Well, unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole Darstily. I mean, that's not a bad thing, he's just eating! I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss roll from the vending machine. Okay, I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry for, you got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back. That last statement may sound like it makes sense. However, there's something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us? Huh? Of course not. I got nothing else to hide, pal. Oh, if only that was true, Detective Gumshoe. But it's true, pal. I swear there's nothing else. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you're aware of the price of the pack Swiss roll, right? Remind me again, pal? That vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss roll for $6 a pack. And yet, according to you, you didn't have a single cash on you until you cashed your $5 annual bonus check. Isn't that right? Well, let me ask them. How did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you provide me with a proper explanation to that? I told you, I bought it by myself, pal. There wasn't anyone else in the hallway with me, and so there's no one could have helped me buy it. Wait, don't tell me. You got some kind of proof that there was someone else in the hallway, don't you? Correct. As if you could. I mean, what are the chances of that, huh? Wait, you do? Of course I do. What? How? What proof do I have that there must be someone else in there in the hallway? Oh, what the? Not the balloon? Oh, okay. Entry for Investigation 2. I'm excited to play Investigation 2. Konziria! Mama! 来てくださった。ありがとう。来てくれてありがとう。お疲れ様です。Unless there's somewhere else in the hallway. Hey, you showed that to me not 2 seconds ago, pal. I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of rose. I'll buy it because I played the fan localization. Oh, I see. But if you didn't buy it, then that means that you must have stolen it, you thief. Wait, what? I would never do such a thing. All you liars are the same. You started with thieves. You're under arrest, pal. I believe you meant to assert that all thieves started as a liar. And in that case, what does it say about you, detective? This particular Swiss roll was robbed by a certain someone. Oh, there were 2 rolls in the package. You ate one of them. But then you gave the other one to a certain person, didn't you? No way, pal. You got it all wrong. I ate both of them. She tried to kick Mount Setchmer. The way he caught her. Okay, hates us. It would appear that we caught you at last. Hey, don't you dare do anything bad to that girl. It would appear that they do know each other after all. So, why do you continue to come up to me and kick me, huh? Have I wronged you somehow? I have a name, and it's Kay. Kay what? Kay Faraday. Faraday? Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter? I'm not a you, I'm Kay. Kay, you know, good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do. Well, then you should have put Gummy under arrest, mister. Gummy? My guess is she's talking about Detective Gumshoe. What a cute nickname you've given him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong. Okay. It appears that I will have to speak to her in a little bit more details. So Bowser was so unfazed. Now then, okay? She's like a stray cat. I wonder if I should feed her something. Okay, I promise to give this to you if you calm down. Oh, a Sustro! Oigaki. It really does belong to you, does it, huh? Yeah, so I was saving it for Daddy. Oh my. Your father. He's... Ah! Don't you say another word, pal. She doesn't know yet. Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. But I already know about Daddy. I overheard the guards talking. Oh! About how he's not here anymore. Oh, that's so sad. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna... Oh, she's crying! Aww. That's alright, let it out. Your father just passed away, after all. Say it a nicer way, bro. I myself was also involved in this case. In a case this courtroom when I was young. In a case which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. Ah, this case. All my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed into fine ash that nightmarish day. What you doing, Ria? How did you know? We're playing Ace Attorney. Even now, the wound fester deeps in the depths of my soul. Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can. And now, to have this happen right in front of me. This child, I feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us. Mouse Etrit, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you going to just stand there and watch a lady cry? Ah, you're right, sorry about that. Hey, how about we use this handkerchief here and dry out your little eyes? Ooh. she blows her nose on this clothes. My Crabbit, don't blow your nose on that. I feel better now, thanks. Okay, are you going to be... Oh, you don't give a shit about your outfit? Yep, I'm already alright. Somehow, I highly doubt that, but I'm not gonna push it. Oh, I promised Daddy I'll never cry in front of strangers. I just did, though. You're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? And you always keep your promises, right? That's right. Even if I can see Daddy anymore, I'm still gonna keep all my promises. You're a very brave girl, Kay. You're a very good child for keeping the promises you made to your papa. I'll even testify that you didn't cry, just for you. Thank you very much, lady. Ah, that's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all. It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Franziska is sympathetic to Kay's feeling. This is how Anne and the kids continue to support Azeria as adopted Kay's No! True gentleman, yeah. He wasn't happy about he wasn't happy about it, but he still, you know, took care of the kid. Okay, what kind of person was your father? Daddy was a hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world. So, to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we're in a sense, so we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals. Plus, you know what? Whenever I come to the courthouse, Daddy will always buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls. Oh? I want to be the hero of justice someday, just like Daddy. So I've been working really hard. I see. And what have you been working hard on? I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together. A promise notebook? May I take a look inside, Kay? Sure, okay. It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between the father and daughter. Mr. Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook which just might come in handy later. You're gonna take the notebook? Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. I hope that you continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father. I'm gonna try. Hey, Kay. Also, I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? That makes me a hero, too. Yeah, you're really cool, too, Gummy. Yeah, aren't I, Kay? What is it, the two of them? I hand out verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero, too. Bro, these people... these people are trying to suck up to a kid! A fucking kid! Konziria, hi, Dylan! Welcome in, are you? Bro, Josh... Josh, go home, go home. You're always so confused about everything. There's no way. And no one praises the judge. I mean, he is... Oh my god, there's so many cases he's like so clueless about it. I don't think you're the verdict of justice. Yes, and thanks to your oh-so-heroic testimony, you almost painted the detective as a vile criminal and sent him off to jail. I'm really sorry about that. Gummy is not a bad man, okay? That poor judge. He's being treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay. Yeah, we're friends. I mean... We come back to like the current time. They're like enemies, or like they're like rivals, bro. And FPS for sure, the Ace Attorney, so that makes me a hero too. Yeah! Dude, I'm goated. He tried. In the case of tell me more about him. So I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier. Yup. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi. And when was this? Huh? Oh, before everything got crazy. How long were the two of you together? We only talked for a little while. And then we went on our own ways. We are a hero, I'm a hero, everyone's a hero. That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while, and that's it. Oh, which means... We have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess, is that right? You got me. I told you to stop picking on Gummy, mister. Very well then. I'll just have to speak with the good detective in private later. Look at her! Were you the one who bought this pack of Swiss roll, Kay? Well, I didn't really have a lot of money. And I somehow made $1 out of the pennies and quarters I had. But that wasn't still enough, so I really wanted one. Come to think of it, she did come around and ask me to exchange a handful of change for $1. Yeah, she's ready to fight. She's ready to throw hands for Gummy. And that's why you came and asked me to change your money, correct? Yeah, thanks a bunch for doing that, mister. And why'd you kick me then? Sure. Well, let me ask you, even with $1, you still didn't have enough, correct? Well, that's why... Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, and I'll have to arrest you, pal. Didn't I remind you that you're the one under arrest? Ouch! Wait, then Kay doesn't react to Franziska's, like, whipping Gummy? What? I said that Kay is gonna be less than forthcoming with this question. Sorry about your roughly thing. Yes. Well, now that it's possibly drenched in your nasal mucus, don't worry, Kay, I have a spare. So here, you can have this one. But Daddy said, never take things from a stranger. So it's one of those promises you made in your promise notebook, correct? Yeah, look, see? It's right here on this page. Promise to never go anywhere with strangers. Alright, then I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me next time we meet. Okay, Daddy's never said I couldn't borrow things from strangers. He put it back anyways? Oh, he put a new one. Oh, now then, Detective Gumshoe. Wait, why does he have a spare one? Where did he get the spare one from? What? I mean, I wouldn't react as well when we get whipped. I mean, the kid was defending Gumshoe, so like, when we said Gumshoe was suspicious, she gets back at us. But when Franziska whipped Gumshoe, she doesn't react. No one knows it, innit? I don't know. I believe right now it's crystal clear that you were with little K in that hallway. I would win. I told you to stop being mean to Gummy. Mouse Edgeworth, there is still something you have yet to resolve. I beg your pardon? You still haven't offered an explanation as to why the man would lie to us. Never far being elegant, always bring her back up. It's giving elegant, it's giving grace. I'm afraid she devoured, I feared. Gummy, don't tell you lied for my sake. Hey, don't worry about the K. Everything is gonna be okay. Ah, so that's why. Stop? What do you mean stop? So what's your Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? You can't explain that. You can call this a perfect investigation. Huh, his reason for lying is simple. But what? Here's what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's action and its interaction with Kay, it's obvious the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. What evidence? Proof that Detective Gumshoe was lying on account of Kay? I mean, I don't... Miss Smell requirements to try how this alone. I don't think I understand. You to make sure that Fuller be a good girl and promise that. Oh, it's so sad. Like, well, what if I prove that he was lying on account? I mean, I see no other thing than the balloon, though. Oh wait, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh yeah, you're on your sub account now. だからコンゼレ大丈夫って。Also, perhaps I made a mistake. This is why. Now then, back to the topic at hand. Detective Gumshoe lied for Kay's sake, and I know that I hope the evidence shows the reason why. I don't. Mr. Faraday and Kay's promise notebook. How does this explain anything? If you could take a look at this page, it's clearly written that Kay should never take things from a stranger. When Detective Gumshoe heard about that promise, he tried to cover for Kay. What a foolishly foolish fools of a foolish reason for a fool. Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you? Because I'm your friend, Kay, that's why. Gummy. At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now? Guess they're no beating you, huh? Okay, I'll spill the goods. I've been standing guard for a while. I was getting really hungry and the snack vending machine was taunting me. But all that cash I had on all that cash you had on you was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item on the machine is $6 pack of Swiss roll. Yeah, but then like an angel from heaven K showed up. I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy, so I wanted to buy a Swiss roll, but I only had $1 in coins. So we pulled out my $5 and her $1 together, and we bought a pack of Swiss roll together. But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said, Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad, but don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me, so you didn't really get it from me, you know? You told me that it'll be okay, and it gave me a whole roll to save and give it to Daddy. Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate? Indeed. Detective, I take it that you sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together. Yeah, we split the other rolls and ate it right then. The sweet taste of that cake's chocolate. I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal. Gumshoe, my beloved, he devoured, I fear. Yeah, they devoured. No, if I could legally bonk him. Book him. And I think Gumshoe's dirty kind of afford a $6. Hey, You got a hot dog for $7 and an orange juice for $9. That's so overpriced. Stop, why? Okay, I believe this belongs to you. Oh my god, this music is so nostalgic. Oh, that's from the balloon I popped. It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, okay? I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can blame you for not throwing this one piece away. It was just sitting high up on the windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I forgive you. But that balloon, I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose. And it's because of me, Gummy dropped his other half of Swiss roll. You really got me there, pal. So I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other roll. And then when I saw you picking a Gummy, mister, so you kicked me, is that why? You sure are a feisty one. Pick up the garbage refuse. 5-second roll. Yeah. It's alright, I'm perfectly unharmed. But about the Swiss roll, would it be alright with you if I held onto it until Detective Gumshoe is clear of all charges and free to go? Yeah, sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay? Of course, I promise. I'm eating it. I'm eating it. And now then, I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty, which is undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders. How come she gets a voice line but not Franziska? I mean, Franziska has a voice line in the future games, like the main game, but why does she not have a line here? And this girl has a... The nice only to kids, yeah. Actually, it just proved the opposite, Edgeworth. You just shown. The Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed the crime. But what do you mean? It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss Yu. She hasn't gotten a voice yet? Dang. She was laughing. I'm not gonna voice it. I'm getting lectured on manners by a girl with a passion for whipping people. But what? How dare you talk about such insolence? I think when she reaches her rights object when she reaches 20 years old. What? How old is she right now? Age 13. Oh, she's 13! Dang! Dang! Bailiff, please take this child away. She runs! Miss Callisto, you! That girl is Mr. Faraday's... I know, so what? You think that's because she's the victim's daughter? She gets to run all around the crime scene. I think it's actually quite dangerous for her to speak nothing but getting underfoot. I suppose you're right, however. As long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Here's 18 and Ace Attorney. Oh, yeah, she's 13. Dang. Now then, detective, you were in front of the door lobby to the entire time, correct? Yeah, but you see, isn't it obvious that it couldn't be it could have only been the detective? He's the only person who could have gone to lobby number 2 at the time of the murder. I have no counter argument to that. Don't worry, I already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest. But the investigation is far from over. Oh, that's right. I was going to speak with you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk about the suspect out in the open without a guard? I suppose it is. Well, as someone who's more experienced in law than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on the criminal, or you may regret what comes of it in a glance. Ooh, Mouse, I can't believe you're letting this woman lecture you like this. This is unforgivable as a disciple of the Von Kamar. Down, Tigress. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation. Red flags you, but okay. So, we're back to square one. Actually, I think this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged upon all the circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Bat and Miss Yu were at the time of the crime. Lobby number 1. To be continued. God dang. This case is quite long. Case 4 is quite long. What is this incredibly overpowering sweet scent? It smells like flowers. Uncle Bat, is this it? Isn't that Detective Bat and Kay over there? It looks like she managed to escape the bailiffs. No, that's not quite it. Aw, too bad, but it's so pretty.
I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it.
Thanks, I'll treasure it always.
Those two seem to get along really well. Oh, here. I got something else for you.
Yay! Thank you, Uncle Bad. Earlier, I ate one of these with Gummy.
Gummy? Oh, you mean Gumshoe.
Gummy is... He was trying to be nice to me because I was gonna get in trouble. And then he got into trouble because he lied to protect me. Gummy... I know he didn't kill Daddy!
Don't cry. Faraday would be sad if he saw you crying.
I'm not crying. The village, goodbye everyone. Okay, Sasha, take good care of yourself, stay safe, and thank you for coming by. Take care, take care.
Exactly, flower smells oh so stinky. 確かにね。
多すぎて、もう臭い。
わかる。
I was the mister from before and the lady too.
Don't you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being? You're not involved in the investigation, so it's best for you if you do.
Actually, I'm Uncle Bad's assistant. I'm related to the investigation.
Is that so, Detective Bad? Yeah, I guess. What, he allows a kid to help him and then he doesn't allow us? What? You're just scolding us like kids not to mess with the crime scene. And now you're letting this kid, just child run free? Why? People are free to investigate things outside the actual crime scene. You also had a few things you wanted to look into. Got a problem with that? I don't have a problem with that, but I'm curious as to what Miss Yu is looking into.
Uncle Bad, I'm just gonna look somewhere else now, okay?
Alright, I'm counting on you.
Oh, that's right. Hey, mister.
Hmm? Yes, what is it?
I know Gummy really isn't the bad guy. I mean it. So please, find the real bad guy, okay?
I won't forgive anyone whoever did this. But in the absence of a perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there's no one else who could have been the true culprit other than Detective Gumshoe. Hmm? She wandered off while I was pondering. When the windows in this office open as well, the air conditioner is working just fine in this room, so why did they open it, I wonder? Okay, nothing else here. I'm gonna hydrate real quick. If you guys haven't, do hydrate as well.
水を飲んでください、皆さん。
Okay. Nothing behind here. Same exact one. Looks like the two rooms are basically identical. Okay. These two rooms are basically the same, huh? One incredibly strong scent of herbal tea. I've heard it more than relaxing. The same way we want to be heady instead. You put in a special quest for that. No wonder she's so violent. She's been drinking this whole stuff the entire time. Neither women should be allowed to comment on this particular topic ever. What are you doing? That expensive painting is illustrated to be hanging on the wall of this room. I wonder if a guard detail should be placed on it. Why do you say that? Oh, the desperate low-paid detective might make of it with one day. You never know. I think Detective Bad as a play on two words, bad and baddie. Detective Bad. Yeah, I think. If you think about hiring a guard, but it's obvious she isn't factoring in the guard salary whatsoever. Detective Bad. What exactly is Kay searching for? Nothing that concerns you, boy. Oh, and I suppose that has something to do with Kay. It does, because she's Faraday's daughter. Anyway, hurry up and get to the point. I don't have time to waste. It sounds like he's rather off being left alone. I have something I'd like to confirm with you once again. I don't have anything to say to you. He's giving goofy veteran. He's giving goofy veteran. Be that as we have questions that need to be answered. Now then, first of all, what is that overpowering smell that's permeating this room? Upon entering this room, I thought it was going to suffocate. It's that ultra strong perfume you use where she spilled some of it. I mean, you was in the other room as well. She's the killer! I was having a bad time of it myself. I didn't think twice and opened the windows. But that smell still's here. Perfume, huh? So the sweet scent in the air is perfume. Wow, it's giving up quite a stench. I bet it's some so cheap no-name brand. She said, it's a famous brand from overseas. It's a knockoff. Yes, definitely a knockoff. No disrespect, but she forced one of those bottles on me. Here, little girl. You can have it. I was born for much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing as I do happen to have a spare, I suppose I could take it. Mouse Eshriff, you will hold on to this bottle without fail. Why can't she ever be honest about what she wants? So now we have the perfume Miss Yu wears, just fantastic. Is that all you wanted to talk to me about? If so, I'm going back to investigating. Actually, I still have a few other things I wish to inquire about. So you're in this room in the entire recess. Like I said, I made a call to the precinct to get that lug down here. But other than that, I was waiting for the recess to end here. At least your story is consistent. Earlier you stated that you were in this lobby with Miss Yu. Yeah, and I ran into her in the hallway. She said she wanted to talk to me about something, so we came in here. And what you're saying is that until Detective Gumshoe's arrival, you and Miss Yu were in 2 different locations. I guess I am. Interesting. Speaking of that lawyer, she seems to have a great dislike for you. Oof. Let's see, Miss Yu is the sister of the victims of the KG-8 incident. And as I recall, Detective Bat was the lead detective on the case. I wonder if the reason for her disdain isn't simply because you failed to guard CC, but because you were the lead detective on that case. You knew. I also knew that today's trials involving Kodobian Embassy staff member is being referred to as the second KG-8 incident. Now then, Detective, I believe it's time you were honest with me and told me the truth behind your relationship with Miss Yu and Mr. Faraday and the KG-8 incident. I feel that Miss Yu is the murderer with the other guy, that maybe the other guy had like... The guy that was involved in the original KG incident might have forced her something and then she had to commit the crime, I guess. It was Von Karma, bruh. Von Karma, he's gonna get his ass kicked in the future. Now then, I would like to ask you a few questions about the KG incident. It's not exactly a happy story. Other than the people who were directly involved, you two will be the first to hear what about to tell. The honest truth behind the KG incident. Faraday, you and I. As you already know, we 3 were involved in the KG incident. Faraday and I were originally on the trail of the smuggling ring. You mean the smuggling ring involving one of the Amano Group's secretaries? The trail was not a front. A facade. Oh. Yeah, but the case became tainted. All because the witness was going to testify about the Amano Group ties to the smuggling ring. CCU was killed. Then what became of the secretary who was arrested? His name was Colin Devore. To be honest, the guy didn't know a thing about the smuggling ring. But he confessed to knowing about it anyway. Devore was probably being intimidated by the big boss man. Just another scapegoat. The boss man of Amano's group? He can't seriously mean Mr. Ernest Amano. That can't be right. It's probably just Detective Spat's personal hypothesis. What is he trying to do suspecting Mr. Amano being involved with the smuggling? I suppose it would have been quite difficult to secure an acquittal after he confessed. But the man who killed CCU, Manny Kochin, was a completely different person. But since he's already acquitted to once of her murder, Mr. Faraday, how could he have let him go? If I remember correctly, I heard that Mr. Faraday had an important piece of evidence stolen from him. That wasn't Faraday's fault. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. Faraday is CC. I was supposed to protect them both. Miss Yoda mentioned that as well. About how Detective Pat was supposed to guard her sister. The world is too unsafe, so ne. It's too dangerous. Kiken na sekai. But even I, who was supposed to protect them, I fell into their trap. What kind of trap? Mana. The holes in this jacket are a testament to that trope. You mean you were fired upon? You were shot at that many times in one gunfight? No. Only about half of these are from that case. But the reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself of the lessons I learned from the KG-8 incident. I see. I couldn't protect CCU, and the suspect was found not guilty. We had hit a brick wall as far as the law was concerned. And that's where she came to the courtroom. The victim's sister. That's where I first met Callisto Yu. About when you first met Miss Yu. It wasn't on the day of the verdict of the KJ incident was handed out, was it not? Yes. Faraday and I, we apologized to her from the very bottom of our hearts. It was all we could do. But just saying you're sorry won't bring my sister back, she said. And then she gave me a hard slap across the face. Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop with just one slap. If it was me, not even 100 lashes would be punishment enough. After all, he was shot 何回目 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5回 ?5 回かな ?6 かもしれない He got shot a few times. You said it herself, that she never wanted to see either of us ever again. And after that, you've seen her many times over, correct? Yeah, Faraday and I, even after the KGA incident had come to a close. We continued to hunt down the smuggling ring and got involved in some variety of cases. But it was no use. We cracked so many different cases. But the results always the same. We couldn't find the real mastermind behind it. Was the ring really that big? It was in pursuit of that ring that we met you once again. Ah, Mischief! Thank you for the raid! Welcome, Baboomers and Mischief! Welcome, welcome! Hello! Welcome, Baboomers! Mischief, how was your League of Legends? Your late night addiction? Hello! Hello, Joker! Welcome! Hello, hello! Ziri-chan kawaii. Oh, it's her thing. Hello, Boomer! Hello, Joker! Hello, Wiz! Konzirian! Dang, Ziri-chan kawaii. Mischief, no! Mischief kawaii. Checkers, hello, Honoka-san. Kawaii, arigatou. Thank you. Thank you for coming by, Baboomers. Hello, hello, Beb. Konziria, welcome. Sorry, Konziria. Hello, Baboomers. Welcome, Mischief. How is your late night addiction? Currently, we're playing a certain investigation. Currently on case 4. I believe maybe midway through or almost at the end. I wouldn't say almost at the end, but somewhat almost there. I can feel it. So if you guys want to avoid spoiler on this game, I'm just gonna let you guys know ahead of time. Please click off the stream. There's gonna be a lot of spoilers because we're far in the game. The very first game for case 4. I did forward to Res. Okay, Res Spectral, thank you for coming by. Did you guys have fun with Mischief's League of Legends stream? I know that you guys probably had fun. She's lovable. I love her so much. Zeri-chan kawaii. Mischief kawaii. Don't make me start a poll right now. Don't make me start a poll right now. You have fun? Nice. I'm getting dragged into League as well, Mischief. Who and Miyu is trying to drag me into League in exchange for me dragging them to Valorant or something. Like, why? I'm glad you guys had fun. It's so late for you guys. It should be 4 a.m. 4 a.m. for you, right? Please rest, Mischief. Although we all have broken sleep schedules, so make sure you rest though. Rest lots. Faraday was a prosecutor and I as a lead detective took to the witness stand. She appeared out of the blue as the defense attorney. The client was related to the smuggling ring and she was defending them. Yeah. You was pursuing the ring as the best she could as a lawyer. And I think she defended Rel this time for the same reason. Oh, Ayashi, so suspicious. Come to think of it, you did say something of the same effect. I have my own agenda. I'm still in the hunt for leads regarding the KG incident, alright? And for that, you'd have a single call about defending the known killer. I just realized it's 4 a.m. when you said it. Yes, it is It is 4 a.m. you guys. Go to sleep. For those who is like 4 a.m. もう朝だよね。もう midnight だよね。寝てください. Please go to sleep. And all the raiders I forgot, but I give you a happy dance. Thank you for coming by, boomers and mischief. Yippee! Welcome. The Emperor's word is in my mouth. I said no such things. The only way I had to get close to Mr. L was through his lawyer. I had no intentions of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. It doesn't matter what her reason is. Helping a criminal is just despicable. You're so naive, little girl. I could have stolen this lollipop from you. That's how naive you are. How dare you insult daughter of Von Karma? Sleep, we need answers. We need answers. We're not stopping until we find the answers. Just like us, you felt that he had hit the limit of what the law could do. And that's all. The law is merely a tool. There's no limit to it, only the skills of a craftsman. You two are still too young, but one day, you'll know what I mean. Yeah, and Phoenix Wright's case. But enough sidetracking. What matters? That we meet you again. In pursuit of the smuggling ring. That's all. Okay, that is all, and then now we have relation to Faraday. So what was your relation to Mr. Faraday? You even seem to know Kay fairly well. I met him when he was a rookie prosecutor. Known him ever since. And Kay, I known her since the day she was born. You're the godfather? Nanto! Faraday and we cracked a few cases together. So you関係あるんですか? But you seem to have made no progress on the Yatagarasu case. He is the Yatagarasu. Didn't we touch a nerve? I only have one thing to say to you. No one knew more about the Yatagarasu than me and Faraday. That's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial. To prove that Rel was not the real Yatagarasu. And which I could have done if he hadn't turned around and accused Faraday. After the accusation, I was asked to testify, but this time, to prove or disprove of the accusation, I guess I won't be doing that either. I said there's more statement to than meets the eye, cause Yatagarasu was Faraday. Perhaps some more digging into Yatagarasu is what's necessary. Yatagarasu. You claim to know much more about the Yatagarasu. Will you care to share what you know with me? What you two should be looking for right now is proof of murder's intent towards Faraday and Rel. I agree, which is exactly why I'm asking you about the Yatagarasu. What? The KG8 incident and this second KG8 incident. Both of these cases are tied to the smuggling ring. And in both cases, the witness who was to testify about the ring was murdered. However, there's one point which they differ, and that is the presence or absence of a great thief Yatagarasu. Mr. L claimed to be the Yatagarasu, however in the middle of the trial, he suddenly declared Faraday to be the real Yatagarasu. Then, during the recess, they were both killed. Don't you find that to be the least bit odd? Mouse Edward, stop beating around the bush and spit out already! I believe there must be some sort of reason that the two men suspected of being the Yatagarasu was being killed at the same time. A reason, huh? And so, in order to catch Faraday, Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel's cold-blooded killer, I feel that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yatagarasu. If it will help you solve this case, then I'll tell you. I'll tell you the reason we never caught the Yatagarasu. Because Faraday was the Yatagarasu. What was that sudden outburst for? You almost made me whip you by accident. You still whipped anyway. Ow, it's me! You still accidentally whipped me anyways. And there are three main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu always know exact location of the target's object. Second, the Yatagarasu always know exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind ever. I see, so those are the Yatagarasu's special trait. Sounds like an incredibly elusive thing. The Yatagarasu. had never been caught on tape, never tries to draw anyone's attention, and would never do something as lowbrow as commit murder. That's how I knew. Rao wasn't the real Yatagarasu right away. But you can use that sort of logic in the own to prove that he wasn't. Listen, little girl, I'm not done talking yet. What's so different about this time was that the evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police. And the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Kodofian embassy, Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu sent the evidence? Until now, the Yatagarasu would always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a select few others knew about it. In that case, how could you be so sure that it was Yatagarasu who sent it? That's easy. A special card that only the Yatagarasu uses was attached. That's how I can be so sure. And just what sort of card is it? Here, take a look at this article. Whenever the Yatagarasu want to publicize something. Hello, Hydra Drago! Welcome, KonZeria! Welcome! Hope you're having a comfy time. A white card was sent along with the stolen information. But when we questioned Rel about what was sent along with the white card, Rel had no idea what it was. And that's how Detective Bad knew that Rel was not phony. Thank you very much. I have a much better understanding of the Yatagarasu now. Oh. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes. Your Honor, His Honor would like to transfer the evidence from today's trial over to you. So if you please head over to the courtroom, it'll be much appreciated, sir. Understood. I'll be there shortly. Detective Bat, what does the law mean to you? Finding the answers to that question is the only reason I'm still alive. I became a prosecutor to find the answers to that question myself. And to play a part in ensuring that all criminals everywhere are found guilty. Alright, we're gonna find the murderer. Oh my god. All the evidence up there. Oh, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. It appears that His Honor is still a bit dispirited. For the first time today, I experienced what it's like to stand at the witness stand. Now I have a greater appreciation for just how hard it is to give testimony. Well, there's no reason for you to be depressed about it, Your Honor. As a judge, no one expects you to think about anything else other than the verdict. I'd love to stay up to watch the video, but I've got some Z's like sleep. I look forward to seeing videos on live too. Game Freak, thank you for coming by. Have a good night. Rest. Otsuzeria, rest well. Otsotsu. Wait, I'm not trying to, Miles. Your Honor. Your Honor, I've come to collect the evidence that was to be transferred to me. Your Honor, the evidence. Your Honor. Oh. How can I help you? I'd like to collect the evidence now, sir. Your Honor, do you think you can stay focused long enough to at least do your job? Yes, I'm sorry. And I would, except the defense attorney has yet to arrive. She's busy with the investigation. So let's keep this brief, shall we? Very well. In that case, please confirm that all the pieces of evidence are present. Furthermore, the evidence that are used in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rao are also included, so please go ahead and use them at your investigation into their case. Understood, Your Honor. Okay, we're using the murder of these two men. This would mean a very good chance for me to find new lead regarding to the cases. Find something that will lead me to the truth. What's the evidence on the... okay. Oh, there is a gun. What is that? A knife and a wallet, is that? Oh shit, no. So this is the evidence related to the Kodofian embassy trial from Mr. Faraday's bag. You mean the evidence bag that was on the table in lobby number 2, right? Yes. Finally, we can now take a look at the evidence itself, and not just the data about them. Let's be sure to thoroughly examine while we have the time. Agreed. I want to take a good look at all the evidence before the embassy, from the embassy murder too. And why is that? Because I still don't fully understand what today's trial was about. Don't point your prop at me because you don't know something. And don't you try to order me around just because Papa chose you today. I see someone still sore about not being picked by Mr. Ronkama. So it's also real to see the knife up so close. But we have to knife the gun envelope. And what's this organizer doing here? Oh, that's right. I completely forgot to tell you. About what, Your Honor? They found Mr. Faraday's personal organizer inside the evidence bag of his. Detective Bob requested it pass along to you. He said it would help the investigation. Ah. What a strange stroke of luck. Well, never look a gift horse in its mouth. We might as well flip through it too. Mr. Faraday's organizer, it appears he was in the habit of using it. Looks like he wrote in strategy for getting Mr. Rel convicted down in here. I've collected the evidence I needed to prove Rel was the killer. Between the handgun Rel had on him and when he was arrested, the surveillance tape I should be able to prove that he was the one. The sound of his handgun going off was recorded super clearly on the surveillance video. I also have evidence that I can use to prove that Rel stopped the Yatagarasu. Okay. No matter how he might try to play it, he used Yatagarasu's key. He can prove he's phony. Presenting in court, he should clear everything. With Banbaka, I hope that this will finally bring it to the end. Okay. And a way to prove that Mr. Rao was guilty of part in the embassy murder. This organizer is a clue straight from Mr. Faraday. I'll have to take my time and give it a thorough read later. Look, there's a picture stuck between this page here. Oh, is that the key? Ooh. I wonder if these brown envelopes are available overseas. ある。そういうのアンバロープ見たことある。確かにレアなんですけどね。まあ多分でかいのレターだった場合、多分それ使うんです。見たことある。そういうのアンバロープ好き。正直ね。And rather ornate that one. Just look at the design on the handle. The craftsmanship is superb. 綺麗. This is a nice key. Yatagarasu's kagi. Yatagarasu kagi? Did I say something earlier? What's different about this time was that evidence related to the smuggling ring was sent to the police, and the sender was none other than the one who infiltrated the Kodopian's embassy, Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu sent the evidence. Until now, the Yatagarasu will always publicize any corrupt dealings through the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something only Faraday and I, and a select few other news about it. Okay. The smuggling ring, that's to be expected. Okay. It's the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday. Who would have thought such a beautiful piece of art could be used for such a cruel act? Never crossed your mind that you used your riding crop for the wrong purpose. That's all. What is it? Mr. Faraday didn't mention anything about a knife in his organizer. That is certainly odd. The weapon that was used to kill the Kodopian embassy staff member was a gun. But if that's the case, then where did the knife that was used to murder Mr. Faraday come from? Isn't it obvious it was brought into the courtroom by Mr. Rel? That's the only logical conclusion, right? No, because it's not that easy to smuggle a weapon like this in here. Every person who entered the courthouse doors is to check thoroughly for contraband. Furthermore, the suspect was handcuffed, making it impossible for him to bring a knife as large as this inside. In that case, how do you suppose this knife ended up inside the courthouse? There's nothing related to the knife written anywhere in Faraday's organizer. However, it is a fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. Conversely, there's one item listed in Faraday's organizer that no one has claimed seen today. So in order to solve this mystery, I believe I need to take another good look at the evidence. Mouse Etruth, can I take the fact that you have yet to answer me to mean that you don't have an answer for me? Actually, I do know the answer, Franziska. What? What is it then? One of the pieces of evidence we have been holding on is hiding a secret on its own. And it was through this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into the court. Huh? I would show this piece of evidence if the knife was brought into the courthouse. It would show this piece of evidence if the knife was brought into the courthouse. Hang on. It was through this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into the courthouse. Man, I don't know which one it is. There's nothing related to the knife written anywhere in Mr. Faraday's organizer. However, it's a fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. Is it the pen? Because the one item is listed in the organizer that no one has claimed to seen today. Thanks, I'm sub now. Okay, have a good rest. Thank you. Good night. Good night. Otsutsu. Yeah, if you guys is late for you guys to head to rest. Is it the pen? It looks like Mr. Faraday's habit using a nice fountain pen. Oh, okay. I like fountain pens. This looks like a quality nib. Well, my ballpoint point is far easier to write with. You're obviously still too young to appreciate the finer points of a fountain pen. Fountain pens are so much nicer, but it's so messy. You think it's this? Oh no, it's not this one. Something that was not seen today. The knife was brought into the courthouse. This Yatagarasu key Mr. Faraday mentioned is his organizer. This is how the knife was brought into the courthouse. You're not making any sense, Mouse Edgeworth. You just needed to look a bit closer, Franziska, to see what I mean. Don't the colors and the ornaments of the key handle remind you of anything? They do remind me of the knives. Very good. Both the Yatagarasu's key and this photo and the murderer's knife, they have the very unique designs of the handle. Furthermore, even though Mr. Faraday mentions a Yatagarasu key, the only object we found in the crime scene was the knife. You don't seriously mean to say... It appears that you finally caught up. And yes, I do mean to say that these two pieces are in fact one and the same. But that's impossible! Even if that's what you believe, we should still investigate this possibility. Now then, let us examine this knife in a little more detail. I can't believe it turned into a key, and to think there wasn't such a trick to this thing. So the weapon used to kill Mr. Faraday was actually the key that Yatagarasu stole. This piece of information is more critical than we ever learned up to now. Frankly, I'm shocked. Mr. Faraday only mentioned the key aspect to this piece of evidence in his organizer. It's possible that he had no idea that the key was hiding a knife inside. But if that was the truth, then only someone who knew about the key to the knife trick could have killed Mr. Faraday. Even amongst law enforcement, this key was top secret. We're only looking for someone who knew more about the key than Mr. Faraday. Hello, Mark Azeria! Welcome! Man, the only person who could have been is the one who sent in the key in the first place. The great thief Yatagarasu. Then maybe Mr. Rail really was the Yatagarasu, and he was the one who killed Mr. Faraday. It's not one possible scenario. No, not really, especially since Mr. Faraday was absolutely convinced that Mr. Rail was not the Yatagarasu. Besides, as Detective Bass said earlier, but when we questioned Mr. Rail about what was sent along, the white card, Ro had no idea what it was. I see. Alright then, I guess the person who knows the trick behind this key is someone else. And that person is a real Yatagarasu. Feels like Franziska has the same frustrated animation as her older self. I think too, yeah. I think she does. It seems that the key is truly the key to solving the case. Take a quick look at these documents before the trial started. Okay. On the night of September 8th, an embassy staff member was killed in front of the embassy. The staff member died of shock due to being shot in the heart. Mackerel was brought in the night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned, because the murder weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on the spot. A simpleton of math. That's what he was. Perhaps he was, for the weapon wasn't incriminating evidence we had. Mr. Ro was caught in the act on film by a security camera. He was an even bigger simpleton than I thought. But I can't believe he didn't notice the security camera. The Kotobian Embassy's security is supposedly well designed. He may have simply not been aware there was a camera in the area. Gun spotted! Content of the video. It's a surveillance video the security camera took. It was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday. You can clearly identify Mr. Rowell on it, even the sound of the gunshot was crystal clear. So the footage included sound, huh? I don't think I ever want to see the movements of someone deaf in real life. Me neither. This gun was originally used to kill the Ethiopian embassy staff member. Hold on, let me drink water. When the crime was reported, and the responding police found Mr. L still holding it, which should lead to his immediate arrest. And then, the gun took its original shooter's life. How ironic. Indeed. There. There doesn't seem to be anything else we can learn from this piece of evidence. That's odd. We're short of one piece of evidence. And the piece that's missing is a surveillance video that was played in the court. Surveillance video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go? The video was showing the moment that Mr. Rell was committed the murder. Where could it have gone indeed? Are you done with your inspection of the evidence? Yes, I'm finished. However, Your Honor, I am missing a single piece of prosecutor evidence. Your Honor? Were you derelict on your duties? What? No, I dare not lick my duties. What do you take me for? No, Your Honor. The most important piece of evidence in today's trial. The surveillance video is not amongst the evidence you laid out for me. But I brought Mr. Faraday's whole back with me from the crime scene. Maybe the tape is still somewhere at the crime scene. There's something wrong here. Something about this missing piece of evidence. It would appear for me to find the answers I seek. I'll have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime. Defendant lobby number 2. Man, it's been a while since I heard this BGM. Only in Phoenix, right? Why are you doing here? Oh my god, it's him! It's him! Wait, what? You're involved here? He's young. I thought he was not gonna be involved in this story. Detective stuff like that, but who is he with? I've never seen that officer before. So did you find it? No, not yet. I looked everywhere. I see. Well then, please continue with the search. Understood. I'll continue the search. So you're the one running this show. Prosecutors like you shouldn't be allowed at the crime scenes. How dare you? Just who do you think you are? What? What's that all about? Who was that man just now? Whoever he was, I've never seen a more impudent officer in my life. I was streaming last night after I went to bed. It was just Giga Chat by the end. We won the last game together. I know you're standing right behind me. Is he looking in a mirror? What do you want, kids? It looks like you were paying attention after all. Of course he would say that. Yeah, I thought maybe in this, like 70 years ago, he still didn't hate it, or like maybe it happened afterwards, but apparently he already hated prosecutors at this point. I buy the back of my head. No, you have a mirror. No, is that not a mirror? Can you keep an eye out for those who... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a mirror. So tell me, Detective Bat, who is the rude man just now? The guy came here from the Republic of Zhengfa to study. His agent Lang. He's trying everything he can to revive the lost honor of his family. He's traveling the world to study different philosophies of detainment from scratch. By visiting with various police departments around the world, he has a lot of dedication. He's still just a rookie cop, but I sense a strong grudge from him of some sort from him. The guy's more useful than Gumshoe, even if he's rude. Ah. Well, he sure has a lot of guts to come to this country and give prosecutor a hard time. I agree. However, I can think of one young lady whose statement also applies to. Oh, so what was that agent looking for, Detective Bat? Earlier, that little girl was poking around in lobby number 1 too. Like I said before, it's got nothing to do with the two of you. I highly doubt that it has nothing to do with me. Fine. If this is a game I must play, then I will take this opportunity to draw what he has been hiding and what had happened in this room straight from him. Not this one? Thought maybe the tape was gonna be in here. Earlier, you said you were in lobby number 1 and now you're here in lobby number 2. You're quite the busy man, Detective Bat. Multiple returns to a crime scene brings about success. That's what we detectives say. I see. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I asked you what happened again, correct? I don't have anything left to say to you, boy. Boy, you'll see. I will draw my answer from you one way or another. Will it kill you to help us even a tiny bit in our investigation? I gave Faraday's notebook to the judge earlier. That helped enough, don't you think? Yeah, he refuses to help still. What are you hiding? Please, we're asking for a little bit of your cooperation. Don't push me, kid. That's right, I'll push your buttons. You see those? We're gonna poke more holes in your jacket. I'd like to ask you once again what happened around here at the time of the crime. At first you answer. What? Any more investigation you do would be a waste of time. Besides, how am I supposed to answer questions about things I don't know about? Things you don't know about? But aren't you supposed to know everything? He should. Wait, is it possible? Maybe he doesn't know about the trick behind the piece of evidence. I should try showing it to him. It may prove the killer to the... Okay. Detective Bat, do you know the existence of this item in this photograph? Of course I did. It's my job to know everything related to the Yatagarasu's case. In that case, let me ask you something. Do you know that this knife killed Mr. Faraday and this Yatagarasu key are one and the same? What? That's impossible. It looks like you didn't know after all. This piece of evidence, which you call the Yatagarasu's key, is actually a well-camouflaged knife. Mr. Faraday was planning to use this Yatagarasu's key to prove that Mr. L was not the real Yatagarasu. Isn't that correct? I guess so. However, Mr. Faraday had no idea that it was, in fact, a knife. Yeah, I have to admit, neither one of us knew that fact. And neither of us knew that no one in the law enforcement knew either. So how do we miss something like as big as this? I noticed that as soon as a while ago, you appear to be searching for something. I presume that this key is what you're searching for. Yeah, that's right. And why were you searching for it? Because I promised Faraday. I promised that I'll protect the key with my life. But after he was killed, the key disappeared from Faraday's evidence bag. Who would have thought that the key is what took Faraday's life? Detective Bat. So that we may find the truth, please testify for me once more. Alright. It doesn't matter how many times I tell you about what happened. Nothing will change. Detective Bat, I ask you to please testify once more about what happened in the lobby number 2 and what you experienced in lobby number 1. My answer is still the same, and this is the last I'm going to do this. That's fine, because I only need one last time to clear everything up and find the truth behind this case. Oh. I was in lobby number 1 talking with you. We were talking about some trivial things. I gotta press him on that. I heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to reconvene. When I heard it, you and I immediately dashed out to the hallway together. So Gumshoe goofing around there, and then we both ran to the lobby too. It sounds like exactly the story that he told us before. Indeed. However, I feel that we have yet to draw all the information we can. That means he's telling us to trust to him. I mean, what makes it weird is that he hit the gunshot, but Gumshoe didn't hear anything, right? I was hoping you could expand on what exactly you were discussing with Monsieur. Trivial stuff. Nothing important. That's for me to decide. Alright, I suppose that's for him to decide. Moving on then. And this is right before the trial was around to reconvene. No, he's not gonna tell us? Okay, do you notice anything out of the ordinary? I didn't hear any strange sounds other than that gunshot. The gunshot detective was really the front from the murder. That will give away the other piece of evidence an entirely different meaning. I ask that you please amend your testimony with that sameness now. Sure. I didn't hear any strange sound until that gunshot. What about the balloon then? Detective Pat, does this balloon fragment remind you of anything? It's the same color as the one Kay was holding. Oh, so you knew about the girl's balloon? Yeah, I was sitting with her up in the gallery. During the recess, just before we split up, I filled that balloon up for her. Well, as you may already have surmised, this piece of evidence indeed came from Kay's balloon. So, what about the balloon? I wonder if you might remember hearing this balloon pop at some point. What are you getting at? This fragment was found in the hallway right in front of lobby number 2. Furthermore, it was the sound of this balloon popping that the judge mistook as a gunshot. Oh, so the sound of the judge here was not actually a gunshot, huh? On top of that, his honor said that he heard the balloon pop about 20 minutes before the trial was about to reconvene. Yes, which means that his honor heard the balloon pop in the hallway when you were in lobby number 1, Detective Bad. And if you were in lobby number 1 at that time, if you were close enough, you should have heard the balloon popping as well. So? What? Don't give me a so. We just proved that there's a flaw in your testimony. The crackling of the truth is louder than the sound of your sweet naivety cracking. And since you don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something. Don't you ever stop to think why doors and walls of this place seem so rugged? That's because they're designed to keep secrets from being leaked. What is that supposed to mean? The doors and the walls are super thick. The windows panes are double layered. To top it off, and the curtains are made of special sound absorbing material. That you mean? Since I was shut up in lobby 1, there's no way I could have heard it sound. No. Okay. Then that means that scrub-face testimony is completely useless. And the rooms are soundproof, then of course he wouldn't have heard a sign of struggle. That's also why it's only natural that I didn't hear the balloon popping. Now, do you get it, kids? Mouse, I thought we were supposed to be the one finding flaws in his logic. I want the other way around. I don't know why, seeing the both of them like this is like cool. They're working together for once. The other way around? It's not possible to hear the sounds of a balloon popping if it was just lobby 1. However, if we examine the situation in reverse, the person standing in the hallway should not be able to hear the real gunshot either. And yet Detective Gumshoe claims to have heard it while he was standing in the hallway. Detective Bad. Logic him. Yeah, this music is definitely logic. If that's the case, how exactly do you hear the gunshot? What do you mean, how? I just did. Huh. It would appear that you have yet to realize the contradiction in your words. Oh, how so? The rooms are soundproof as you said they are. and how did the sound of gunshot enter your ears? I see what you mean. I guess I'm more out of it from Faraday's murder than I had thought. Which means exactly what, Mouse? In the end, what does it boil down to? It boils down to this. There must be a reason as to how Detective Bat and Gumshoe heard a gunshot from they technically couldn't have. Because the window's open! So we'd examine the state of the crime scene again, huh? The state of the crime scene? Wait, can it be? It's an ultrasound perfume that where she spilled some of it. It has to be because they opened the window. What? Like, too noisy. Surveillance video. How can a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go? Alright. Okay, this too. Oh, no? Oh, wait, sorry. Okay, there you go. Maybe this one first. It's simply not possible for the killer to escape through the barred windows. And yet your fragrance of perfume managed to escape from defendant's lobby number 1. Of course, incorporeal things can move around freely through these open barred windows. Okay, there you go. That's one. The criminal could have made... Wait, hold on. The criminal couldn't have made it true. But what about incorporeal things? Now then, what else being a smell can go out and out open barred windows? This answer is sound. So no matter how careful the killer was, if the windows were open, the jig would be up. And since the window in both defendants' lobby, one in the hallway, were open, that would explain how the sound of a gunshot could have been heard in both locations. The videotape! The gunshots! The missing piece of evidence is a video that shows in the moment that Mr. Rell was killed the embassy staff member. The sound of the gunshot left quite an impression of me when it played during the trial. Yep, the video should have been returned to the Faraday's back for a recess and brought back here. If it disappeared after the time, then it's possible that the tape is still here in this room. Eureka! Oh, that's his famous thing! The evidence that the missing evidence created for me is the gunshot sound that no one should have been able to hear in the first place. Mouse, what have you been thinking about? Stop wasting time thinking and let's start looking again. It's not a waste of time to think, but I have to figure out where we should look. And where would that be? I believe we should examine the television. The TV? Well, you kids have fun. Go ahead and examine whatever you like. I mean, the only thing we can investigate is pretty much the TV. Earlier when Detective Gumshoe touched this, it made a most terrible racket. You mean when Scruffy turned on the television on, right? Actually, come to think of it, I don't think Detective Gumshoe actually touched the television at all. Furthermore, it seemed more like a video feed suddenly stopped, at least for me, it did. I wonder why is that? I mean, we know why. It's a video player, and there seems to be a videotape inside. It looks like it. The tape must have stopped on its own when it reached the end. This tape, could it be the missing surveillance tape? I suppose, but... Detective Bat, would it be alright if you verify the contents of this video? Sure, knock yourself out. Alright, then let's rewind this and see what we have. If I remember correctly, the footage of Rell killing the embassy staff member should be around the 30 minutes mark from the start of the tape. Understood. Hello GGFE! Hello, welcome! It's the footage of Mr. Rell shooting the embassy staff member. I knew it. The missing piece of evidence in surveillance video was here all along. Okay. This sound. What's the meaning of this? I pray Detective Bat has figured out the true source of the gunshot he heard. This, I think we can figure out the trick behind the double murder. Do you mean that you figured it all out then? Yes, then I have to do now. All I do now is show what the gunshot Detective Bat Gumshoe heard was, and then true where they heard it from. Fine, in that case, show me what you deduced. And true where they heard it from. Over here. Spotted someone connected to the evidence I hold. Can I... If the door and the windows of the crime scene, namely this room we're in, were closed, and the killer could have used a gun, and no one would have been wiser. That's true. This courthouse does seem to have a well-designed... It seems to be well-designed for such a thing, as it were. However, what happened in reality was... Detective Gumshoe, Detective Bat, and Miss Yu, all three of them heard the gunshot. While the windows in the lobby number 1 and 2, the hallways were open. So naturally the people in the location could hear it. Ah, but then why would the criminal open the window in the first place? To allow the gunshot to be heard, I suppose. Correct. That is the only logical conclusion we can draw for this. But why was that necessary in the first place? I want a real answer, Mouse. I demand satisfaction. Very well. I believe that the killer wanted to manipulate our perception of a certain fact. What was it that the killer wanted to manipulate a perception of? Hold on. When it took place. The killer wanted to fabricate the time of death to their precise, and they wanted to use the gunshot in the surveillance video to do so. So that's why the tape was left running. You mean, the gunshot I heard was from this video? Yes, which means that the murder really occurred a much earlier time than we thought. It must have been during the recess, but before Detective Gumshoe was on guard duty. Someone who has no alibi for that time period, and planned this crime out in advance, that person is the real killer. It is Miss Yu! Oh, I survived. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, what is it? Miss Yu is asking for you. She's in the courtroom. She ended with a murder, but she wants to clarify something. She's still investigating something. Okay. Alright. Time to challenge the actual murderer. It appeared that the time has come to uncover the truth. To be continued! Now? You serious? And you know you are the killer. You are the killer. Oh, she's there. Why is she there? Oh. Hey. I'm the killer. No, you are the killer. No, you are the killer.
Oh, hello, mister. I'm still investigating.
But the object you're looking for has already... Okay. Don't mind him. Please continue with your investigation. Okay, you got it. Detective Bat. Haven't we already found what you were looking for? It means I can keep her in the dark just a little longer. Any little task will do. Oh, you're more sympathetic than I thought. Huh. My camera freezing again. What happened? Why is it freezing so much? I've been waiting for you, Edgeworth. I've also been waiting for the moment in which we can finally lay this case to rest. The moment in which we may lay this case to rest? Wasn't that when we placed Detective Gumshoe under arrest? I would think we more than to solve this case, don't you think? We'll see. It all depends on your logic or holds. Actually, Cora was prosecution side. Yeah, prosecution side this time. A viewer in the gallery. I'm hardly just a bystander. We got Franziska as our partner. God dang. Hello, Doggy. I'm fully chilling, finding out from working overtime. Otsu. You worked hard. Have a good rest. Welcome in. It's going good. Oh, my camera is freezing. What's happening? We're currently playing Ace Attorney Investigation. I think on the final part of this case. But my camera is my... Bro, hello. Work with me. You know, I'll let it freeze for a bit. Why is it not working with me? Let me just use Squish Stereo for a bit. Squish Stereo gonna return for a little bit. Hang on. No, as soon as I turn on Azeria. As soon as I turn on Azeria. Yeah, Suskara, you can stay here. No matter how hard it turns out. Oh, is that right? Anyway, I thought you might like to hear what I slaved away to find out. I've taken statements on every single person's movement during the time every suspect was in the hallway. There's no such possible routes escape from lobby number 2. Therefore, the killer must have, without a doubt, be Detective Gumshoe. And that is all you have. Hold on. Give me a minute. Sorry. Stupid camera. Hold on, just a minute. AzeBadger instead? I don't have time to set that up. Where am I? Oh, there we are. Okay, there we are. Extra core instead. How's it going? Yeah, it's going good. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are hydrating lots. Sorry, but I beg to differ. And the shot is always time for a rebuttal, and we are standing in the court of law. It'll be more than appropriate to follow the rules of the court in this case, don't you think? Absolutely, like a rookie like you to say such a thing. But alright, I'll play along and give you the proper testimony. If my logic is correct, then I already won. All I have to do now is prove it by showing them who the real killer is. We're actually in court. Everyone, since the suspect has an alibi for when the guns went off. Furthermore, areas of the crime scene have been all thoroughly investigated, right? I also confirm there is no possible escape from the lobby number 2, which leaves us one unshakable conclusion that Detective Gumshoe is the killer. Now that you have your testimony, I expect a good rebuttal, Edgeworth. But of course, there's no need to confront her logic head on right now. I should instead focus on drawing out any trump card she has up her sleeves. Okay, so press her, basically. Has an alibi for when the gun went off. Furthermore, the areas around the crime scene has all been thoroughly investigated, right? Whether they have not been thoroughly investigated or not is for me to decide. The scrunchy eyebrow and line on your foreheads are back. Anyway, if you believe that it hasn't been exhaustive the crime scene and lobby number 2, there's no way out other than the hallway Detective Gumshoe was standing in. And because he claimed to be there, it makes him the only possible suspect. I don't know about that one. You're sus. But isn't it also possible for someone to escape through a window into the garden? And that is the first place everyone looks silly. The police aren't a bunch of lazy bums. They look into every possibility, you know. Isn't that right, Mr. Bad? Yeah. There wasn't any scrap of evidence, such as suggest that someone used one of the windows. There also weren't any footprints or anything in the courtyard garden. Why are you helping her? I suppose they're really checking everything that could be relevant to this case. Okay. Are you absolutely positive that there's no possible routes in escape? Of escape? Of course I'm sure. And why are you so certain? This is a courthouse, the place where criminals are brought to judge. If there was an escape route, I'm sure every criminal would be using it to escape. It's just a common sense. Mouse Edgeworth, I suggest you use a little bit more into the future. Over in the future. Ow! I mean, you and Detective Bat, no. Yeah, suspect. I thought that gunshot alibi has been already proven. Are you joking, Edgeworth? I'm sure this is not a joke. Look, I know you heard the judge earlier that the detective was in the hallway with Faraday's daughter eating a Swiss roll. Yes, and then it's correct. See, that was 20 minutes before the real gunshot went off, right? The problem is there's no one else who can corroborate what he did since the snacking. Okay. I should focus on drawing out whatever trump card she has stolen. You may think it's unshakable, but to me there's too many unanswered questions. For example, who was it that placed a gun in Mr. Faraday's hand? Oh my gosh, she's still laughing. Detective Gumshoe probably had no idea which hand Faraday used to write with. And if you know someone, it doesn't mean that you know which hand they write with, right? I mean, I certainly don't care about that sort of thing. I'm not gonna get a rise out of it with such a flippant statement. Okay, I suppose we really reached the end now. I already have my trump card ready, all that remains is to play it. But before I do, I think I should inquire a little bit on something about her argument. You said earlier that it could come from the alibis of every person other than the suspect. However, I don't recall either Franziska or myself speaking about you on the subject. Ah, but there were more witnesses. For you, there's a mentor who gave you an alibi. I see. As for the little missy, she came to the courthouse during the recent. Why do I keep saying courtroom? And was stopped by a security guard at the door of the hallway. She gave me quite a bit of whipping for that, so I heard. I'm the daughter of Manfred von Kama, and I will not be forcibly stopped by a guard or a bailiff or anyone else. So basically, the only reason Franziska bothered to show up today was because she found out that I was to be the replacement prosecutor. By the way, Miss Yu, what about everyone's alibi before Detective Gumshoe was assigned to guard duty? But this guy, well, what about her own? What about her own like duty? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Okay, what about them? Have a look into what people were doing during the span of time. What kind of idiot do you take me for? It doesn't matter when the killer went to the lobby number 2. From the time we heard the gunshot to the time that Mr. Bad and I arrived on the scene, we dashed into lobby 1. The only person who could have committed the crime was Detective Gumshoe. Yes, and let's talk about when you and Detective Bad heard the gunshot, shall we? I suppose that if we go by your logic, Detective Gumshoe is then the only one. However, what is the crime scene that occurred? An entirely different time from when the gunshot you heard went off. What then? The gunshot was a trap indeed meant to Sally, your explanation is lacking. Oh my god, yeah. Your explanation is not very giving. Oh my god. The gunshot we heard in lobby 1, care to explain how it could have been fabricated? It's fabricated through this, of course. Oh no. It's not very giving, it's not very elegant. No, lacking? Yeah, it's called lacking. Oh wait. Sorry, wrong one. Not the oh sorry. Oh, I keep thinking it was a balloon. No, it was the tape. That tape? Yes, it's exactly what you think it is. This is the surveillance tape of the Mr. Rel who prosecution presented in today's trial. And this was found loaded in the video player in lobby number 2. That was connected to the very large television who had the volume turned all the way up. You can't honestly mean that the sound we heard was the gunshot in the video. Yes, but I do, which leads me to my next point. The murders occurred much earlier than when anyone heard the gunshot. That's the only thing I can think of too. After committing double homicide, the killer took the surveillance video out from Faraday's evidence bag, turned the television's volume all the way up, and left the video to play. If it played from the beginning, it would take 30 minutes for the gunshot to come around. And since we know that the method of the manipulation is possible, it opens up the possibility that the killer is someone other than Detective Gumshoe. Objection from a television doesn't amount much here. But of course, Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth and Little Miss Von Karma already knew that much from the very beginning, right? Of course we knew. Didn't we, Mouse? Of course. We know about the sound quality of this courthouse rooms. Of course, but I'm not about to admit we had no idea until a little while ago. That's right. And if the rooms were soundproof, then why we should not have been able to hear it. And yet we heard the gunshots as clear as day. And that's it. End of story. But that's not it. How should I explain it with her gunshot? The window was open. There's actually one common point between lobby number 1 and lobby number 2. It is that despite of the fact that both room has air conditioners that's installed, a window was open in each. Now, we know that the windows in lobby number 2 was opened by the killer. However, the windows in lobby number 1 was also open. I thought I was gonna play the music. It probably was just coincidence that both was open at the same time. Huh, it was no mere coincidence, I can assure you. Okay. This one is very, very obvious. And the person who triggered the action was the person, the real guilty party. The real killer in the double murder is Miss Callisto Yu. I hereby formally indict you of the murder that Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. You indict me? Are you serious, Mouse? Why do you think she is the killer? I don't understand her motive just yet. But of course, I'm serious. Because she is the only one who could have done it. Well, Miss Yu, do you feel that laughing now? Of course I do, Esh. My argument must have not been tight enough yet. Although I never thought things would spiral into this. But I have you know I'm enjoying this dance quite a bit. I guess this means it's time for my own rebuttal now, right? No, the music! It will come back again. It will come back again. You argued that the window was open. However, do you have proof that it was I who did it? Furthermore, do you have proof that the tape was used in committing the crime? Frankly, I'm shocked at you for going out accusing people of murder like this. Especially with logic full of hoes as yours. Now we know where it is. It's the perfume. I'm gonna let my guard down for even a second or the truth will be blown away. Now is the time to put the pen... Okay. Algaro's OST, God. I need to confirm. Evidence, all I need to do is have some prints analyzed and we know straight away. Be my guess. It sounds as though she has the room to maneuver, which means, even if we were to lift prints, it will only show that it was somebody else. But why did somebody else was forced to open the window? That's simple logic. Why don't I try presenting evidence? I have nothing to lose. What's wrong? The scrunched up eyebrows on your forehead, they're all black! More importantly, are you going to be okay not running a fingerprint analysis? Yes, I'll be fine. Oh, well in that case, I'll just continue with my testimony, alright? So I was correct then. I'm sure you've seen this before, haven't you, Miss Yu? Edgeworth, I never knew you were wearing it. You were into wearing that kind of perfume. It's not exactly what I'd recommend for boys, you know. Well, this isn't mine. That's right, it's mine. I received it from Detective Bud, you see. Miss Yu, you can pretend all you like, but we know at least this much is for sure. That you are the one who gave this bottle of perfume to Detective Bad. And you're super easy to rile out. So, what about the perfume? While you were in lobby number 1, you made a big show of spilling some of this perfume. And that's according to Detective Bad. Oh, I know. You also knew that if you spill it, he would naturally move to open a window. Come now, I already told you that's all just a big coincidence. After we opened the window in the lobby number 1, I just left it open, you know. So maybe it was just a dumb luck that we heard a gunshot through the window. The timing of which you were going to spill the perfume is something you could control. And the most important fact about this case is where the people were made to hear the shots. Furthermore, it would have been pointless if you didn't have an alibi for yourself at the time. You mean... Miss Yu, you were the only one who called Detective Bat into lobby number 1. When you saw him bring Detective Gumshoe in the hallway. Is that correct? All today's premeditated events could only have been thought up by you, Miss Yu. You accused me of murder on the fact that I spilled a little perfume. Well, allow me to say this much. I couldn't have killed Mr. Faraday. Would you care to testify why? Look, I had a lot of fun today, really. But I grow wary of this game of cat and mouse. Let's make this last testimony and wrap this up a serve case once and for all. Ah. She wants to fight. Okay. Accusing someone of murder over a spilled bottle of perfume is a little bit over the top. But I suppose the forgery evidence is to be expected of this rival Banbaka. In any case, it could simply not be me who killed Mr. Faraday. After all, I don't even know where the knife that was used to kill him came from. Mouse's testimony is flawless. Yes, but no matter what sort of trick she may try to pull, she won't escape me. If I'm lacking information, I'll draw it out of her. I love how they give hints to like what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna press her. At this rate, she will inevitably escape. But if she really was the one who killed Mr. Faraday, then she must have known about the existence of the knife. I'm sorry, Miss Yu. Maybe you weren't aware. However, the knife was to be used to kill Mr. Faraday was taken from his evidence bag. Mouse, what do you think you're doing? I'm drawing the truth out of her, that's what I'm doing. Oh, but I don't recall a knife being present at the trial earlier today. Well, I suppose that's because the evidence was something Mr. Faraday had yet to use. I said that's what you're trying to do. Look, why don't you cut it out with the lies? I already figured you out. There was no knife in Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. The only evidence he had yet to present was the key that Yatagarasu had sent. And unless a key can magically turn into a knife, you don't really have a leg to stand on. Oh? Did you really think you could trap me? Come on now, be honest. I had never intended to do such a thing. It was all a misunderstanding on my part. In any case, I wonder you might append to what you said in your testimony. Sure, why not? I'll even say it as many times as you like. Oh, ha ha ha. We caught her. Miss Yu, I wonder if you might take a look at this photo for me. She fell into the trap. Haha. Laugh more, bitch! Laugh more! This is a picture of a key that Yatagarasu has sent to the police. Gyaru attorney. However, it may look like a key at first glance. And it in fact has the ability to secretly transform into a knife. Which means that what's inside Mr. Faraday's bag was both the Yatagarasu key and the murderous knife. You knew that the key inside the Faraday's bag, did you not? Yes. Well, with the Yatagarasu's keys alone, it's more than enough to possibly kill Mr. Faraday. Do you understand now? Just knowing that the existence of the Yatagarasu's Jeez. I still haven't gotten a good look at it. Showing it to me from far away, you could be lying for all I know. You would even now still feign ignorance? I'm not feigning anything, but we can't just have you accusing me of a crime with such false evidence now, can we? I mean, Mr. Von Karma, I heard some very interesting rumors about him. Are you mocking my papa? Don't you dare sully the good names of my mentor. Now take a good look, this piece of evidence is more than real. Well, who knew there was such a trick to this thing? And you're satisfied now. But of course, you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? You knew that the knife and the Yatagarasu keys are one and the same. Otherwise, someone like you isn't a member of the law enforcement, and who would have never been privy to this trick would have never known about this to begin with. I can't revive to it. Furthermore, there's something that the Yatagarasu has sent to the police. How did you have knowledge to what it was? Actually, I heard it from Mr. Faraday. Just before he dragged Mr. Rel off, he told me. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. He used to tell me about the key turning into a knife at the time. He didn't tell anyone about how the key actually transformed. And no way, bruh. What you're saying is simply not possible. Oh, and why not? Because Mr. Faraday himself didn't know about the hidden knife within the keys. For which in his pages, he mentioned nothing about a knife. I'm not so
sure he would have written everything in his organizer. KonBadger, hi Niamu! We're at the ending. I think we're at the ending act of the case 4. It's going good. Unfortunately, that is also impossible. Because Detective Bat didn't know about the knife aspect either. Oh my god! And what would have highly classified information within the police force? And it's something that even the lead detective in the case didn't know. Why would Mr. Faraday have felt the need to share such information with the opposition? Yeah, I guess he wouldn't have much of a reason to. Looks like I gave a pretty lame excuse, huh? How can you laugh at the time like this? She probably just realized the flaw in her logic and is probably in the panic over it. But that is not something we need to concern ourselves with. I suppose you're right. Miss Yu, I'd like to state that I also know how you know the real nature of this knife. Do you now? So why don't you put your money into where your mouth is and show me? Oh, I will, and I'll wipe the smile off your face and by the time we're through. This is it, the moment of truth, the secret behind the Yatagarasu's key. Only one person would have acknowledged from the get-go. Who would have known from the start that the Yatagarasu's key could have changed into a knife? Kafer! I mean... I don't know. Who's this? I mean, the actual... Yatagarasu then. There's only one person who would have known about the dual nature of the key. And that is the person who sent the Yatagarasu key to the police. And that is to say the Yatagarasu herself. Are you saying that this lawyer is the great thief Yatagarasu? Miss Yu, you used Mr. Rao to lure Faraday into a trap, didn't you? You, who profess to bear a grudge against criminals, why? Why do you do something like this? Huh? She's going crazy, guys, she's going crazy! She's going crazy! Bro, you need okay, bro? It's going crazy. Who would have thought that you, a stupid rookie prosecutor, would see through me? You're sending the biggest chill down my spine right now, Edgeworth. This feeling of thrill, it's even greater than I sneaked into some place. You killed Faraday? Why? Answer me, Callisto Yu. Callisto Yu, huh? That's not my real name. Because my real identity is, yes, the great thief Yatagarasu. Let me tell you something, Edgeworth. Mr. Faraday was one difficult man to deal with. For you see, he had discovered my true identity. Which is why I had to erase him from the world of the law. I made Rel an offer, an acquittal for a little favor in return. All he had to do was accuse Mr. Faraday of being the Yatagarasu in court. But once we entered the recess, Rel would drag off by Mr. Faraday, which would throw my plan off to a complete mess. I chased after them and eavesdropped on them through a crack in the door. Then Rel caves into two things, money and authority, just as the old thugs do. I feared that my plan was going to be ruined if Mr. Faraday held on to Rel any longer. Plus, if I had let them continue the way they were, I would have been found out. That's why I have no choice. I'd kill them both. But didn't you say you despise criminals? But I do. But do I really? Have you forgotten about the KGA incident too? Maybe. What sort of woman would... So then it was your plan to kill Mr. Faraday with the very evidence that you sent. Well, I had a good idea what Mr. Faraday was going to do. I anticipated that Mr. Faraday was going to prove that the Rel wasn't the Yatagarasu by using this Yatagarasu key as evidence, and that he would bring it with him. Which is why I thought to use the knife portion. With a weapon well disguised as this, no one would be the wiser. Because who in their right mind would think something like this could be a weapon? I casually entered lobby number 2 and pretext that I had to talk to Mr. Faraday. And in order to get with him, I pretended to be worried about something. And he let me hold the Yatagarasu's key just like that.
Then he never noticed that it changed to a knife inside the plastic bag. And he didn't have the chance to take note of the knife that took his life. How could you kill him? I knew him for a long time, you know. At the very least, I thought they gave him a quick and painless death. But if you kill Mr. Faraday first, then there was no need for you to kill Mr. Rel as well. I believe I mentioned why we were placing on Detective Gumshoe on the rest. Something about having accidentally created an eyewitness. And that's how it let the killer think that setting them true they to kill each other. Ah. And the trick was the surveillance tape. Yes, so I haven't actually planned to use a gun. But the risk was too high that I'll be caught. However, that's why I remember the existence of the surveillance tape. Which why had Rel set me up the crime scene. And then after I said it was done, I rewarded him for all his hard work with a bullet. You're a defense attorney, aren't you? How could you betray a client? Client? If you want to talk about who was a client of you first, it was me. I was the client in the murder of the Kudubian embassy staff member. You order a hit job? You still haven't figured out, Mr. Bad. I had that man killed because he was about to give away information about the smuggling ring. So who exactly do you think would benefit from such an assassination? That's right. I'm a member of the smuggling ring. Huh? You don't mean you're working with Manny Coach too, do you? Maybe not. You'll never know. Yatagarasu claims to be noble, but you're just another cold-blooded murderer. I don't think she's a Yatagarasu. I feel like the new Yatagarasu that we know in Phoenix Wright is way better. That's right, little girl. Yatagarasu isn't just another killer. Be quiet, you. Yatagarasu. You can just run from the law, but you'll never escape from it. So just humbly accept the judgment of this court. She's the Yatagarasu. She's gonna escape though. Don't let her escape. Don't you know the Yatagarasu has 3 legs? Don't you know why is that? I don't know, but let me tell you. It means that the Yatagarasu has more than one razor-sharp way to do her work. You really are just too naive, Edgeworth. You even handed Yatagarasu's key right to me without a second thought. Everything may not have gone accordingly to the plan, but I will still gladly take it. You mean the key was your real target? Even after I gave you such great advice, didn't I tell you always keep a good eye on the criminal? Good for a jog. Have a good jog! Or you may regret what comes here in the glance. You too, get down! My body, I can't move. Hey, mister, to your right! Chase after her! But okay, don't go! You're right, Franziska. I'm perfectly fine, Miles. Her voice is shaking, but it looks like she's unharmed. Where did Kay go? That's gosh. No, Detective Bad, Detective Bad, Detective Bad, Detective Bad. Oh, he's alive! He's alive! Sorry, but it looks like she got away. I called the precinct. They should have parameters set up soon. Detective Bad, are you alright? I heard a gunshot. I'm okay. I just got another hole in my jacket. Oh yeah, I figured. I figured. He may say he's fine, but he looks quite shaken. But more importantly, boy, I mean, Mr. Edgeworth, Miss Von Kama, are you too hurt? She called us. Did he call us by our names? I'm absolutely fine. I'm also alright, thanks to Kay. Speaking of Kay, where is she? I don't know. She just sort of disappeared. I'll go look for her. Oh, and hey, Detective Gumshoe. Respect earned. Yes, Detective Bad, sir. I'm sorry I doubted you. Don't worry, sir. It's not your fault. Well, I lied to you guys too, after all. I heard about what happened. From Kay. Lying while giving testimony is still unforgivable. But in this case, you're protecting Kay and her feelings. It looks like you might have what it takes to be a real detective. Is that the first time with Gumshoe too? Yeah. Poor guy. Yeah, got it, Pops. Pops? Watched one too many detective dramas recently, have we? Way to single-handedly destroy the cheery adversary with one snarky comment. We got the respect from Bad. Yeah, we got the respect, and we met Kay. I'll catch you is the last thing I do. She's gonna appear in the future episode, so I can feel it. Thanks. Well, I'm off. Maybe we'll run to each other again someday. Oh, I can see her coming back again eventually. But I thought the Yatagarasu in the actual, the main game was pretty good. As a good guy. Oh, so thanks. Thanks a bunch, Belle. You're the best. You really did find out the truth behind everything. Yes, well, I'm glad we solved everything before you were taken to prison. Oh. I can't believe how much trouble I caused you with my testimony, Detective Gumshoe. You better be ready. She better be ready. Deflated judge. I was no problem, really. I mean, I lied to you, so I didn't really help anything. It's really not your fault, Your Honor. Well, even if we didn't have you saw on her testimonies, I think that the lawyer would have found another way to get you convicted on her behalf. Damn, Ajax actually feels bad. He should feel bad in every single game in Phoenix, right, bro? He should use his brain sometimes. Well, as long as you're not fired, you should work hard to give all that you have and perform your duties well. Oh, and one more thing. Kay left a present for you with me. She did? Oh, what is it? I give them the prosecutor's badge. Do it, Bash. I should have. It's a courthouse special Swiss roll. Can I really have it? Yes, it's a present meant for you after all. Thanks a bunch. You have no idea how happy this makes me, pal. I was gonna say, he never feels bad whenever he's seduced by weakness. Yeah, that's right. He never feels bad. He gets, like, seduced by the murderer and he still's like, yeah, you're safe. You're not guilty. How he's so buff at Littlefoot, he works out. You know, he's a simple man. Yeah, he's a simple man. Another one case, they never really reached her father. But it appeared that his sentiments somehow touched his heart of the detective. He's so happy. As I thought, oh, he's such a simple man. Detective Bath left to go search her earlier. Maybe you should go join him. Yeah, you betcha, pal. I'm gonna help him. Oh, but first. You know what, pal? Actually, I guess I shouldn't be so rude to you anymore, huh? I'm gonna stick right by your side from now on, Mr. Ashworth. Sir! That's the beginning of their story. And poor Paycheck, though. His paycheck's gonna go downhill from now on. I sense nothing but a most troublesome relationship with this ominous statement. We should go home too, Mouse. We have to hurry and report what had happened to Papa. Agree. Well, I'm afraid that we've got going now, Detective. Roger, sir, and don't you worry. I'll investigate the next case. We're on real well. Well, we're counting on you. The scent of trouble is definitely in the air. Yeah, Gumshoe will get so much detection from this day onwards. And thus, like a bad dream, my first outing at the court came to a disturbing end. A few months later, I was finally able to properly stand in the court as a prosecutor. But the detective in charge in the investigation was, as I dreaded, Detective Gumshoe. After that, he became my direct subordinate. Okay, he's your worker now. I've tried my worst, failed to describe the immeasurable suffering he has caused me. But I suppose that's just how things are. As for the little girl who suddenly disappeared, she's now in front of fuck. I mean, that's not the prototype badger. So, do you remember now? Yes, I remember everything. Hey, It's been a while. Kay, you sure grew up a lot. Of course, but thank goodness. I thought you two had totally forgotten about me. You know, I wasn't really worried about you after all that. Where have you been all this time? Gummy, I didn't know you cared. After my father died, I went to go live with my mother's relatives. They live really far away, so I wasn't really able to come back here after that much. Oh, instead what happened? Well, I'm just glad you're alright. So, does it all make sense now? You betcha it does. Oh, you know what? I was going through with my father's bookshelf recently, and... Actually, there's still a number of things that don't make sense, Kay. Huh? First off, why did you come all the way to see me? And second, why are you calling yourself the Yatagarasu? Yatagarasu is a callus to you, the woman who killed your father. No, you're wrong. The real Yatagarasu was my father. Mr. Faraday was the Yatagarasu? Like I said, I was going through my father's bookshelf recently. And then I found a secret diary hidden amongst his books. I have no regrets in choosing to walk the path of the Yatagarasu. That was written in his diary, and that's how I know for sure. But that's impossible. What's with that look? You don't believe me? It wasn't just the expression on my face. I clearly said it was impossible just now. Alright, then how do you explain this? It's a way of disarming any security system of the user's choosing. Yup, that's a little thief. Truth to be told, that's the Yatagarasu's greatest secret. And this little gizmo was used by my father. Wow, Mr. Faraday wasn't just a great prosecutor, he really was a great thief, huh? Yeah, and my father worked really hard to steal the truth. But he was killed. And the Yatagarasu was no more. But despite that, the Yatagarasu has been sought again recently. Someone other than you. Here, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a look at this article. The Yatagarasu sent the embassy a calling card. Yeah, meaning this person is a fake. I'm almost certain that Callus to You lady is behind this. Because the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a gaudy card out. But the Yatagarasu did send a white card along with anything to be publicized. That's what Detective Bat told me 7 years ago if memory serves. As soon as I heard the news, I got all wound up and I knew I couldn't let it go. So I searched you out. Because if anyone could help me find it, I figured it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. And you're saying that I have your father's and misused identity backwards. Yes, because the real Yatagarasu is noble to the end. And I want to reveal the real noble Yatagarasu. If I don't, my father will never be able to rest in peace. Kay. Kay, you're so honorable. I don't care what anyone thinks, I'll always be here to cheer you on, pal. Even if you're honorable, a thief is still a thief. And even if you're plotting to commit a crime, then I'm afraid I cannot be complicit. Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, you guys are not making it easy for me. Who am I supposed to support now? Mr. Edgeworth. What I want from you is not to steal something. What I want is the arrest of that evil woman. That evil woman? You mean Callus to You? I think it's too hard for me to catch her all by myself. But I thought that since you were able to expose her for who she is, then maybe. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, won't you help me? Edgeworth is such a strict gamer. Come help a kid, bro. Come to think of it, I do believe I owe you. Huh? Owe me for what? When Miss You made her escape, it was you who saved my life. Furthermore, you helped me with the investigation today. I'm not so rude as to leave favors unrepaid. Then you mean... Yes. That case has been weighing down on my soul ever since that fateful day. Perhaps the time has come to settle things once and for all. Even if you don't want to sully your hand in the crime, then I believe I can help you. Mr. Edgeworth, thank you! Yay, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Isn't that great, Kay? Yeah, it is, sure, Gummy. Edgeworth is being such a tsundere. Yeah, he is such a tsundere ever since the start. Even though he's completely forgotten about her until now. What is with their chummy relationship? The great thief Yatagarasu. After all the time, the true identity of the thief sank back in all the darkness. We're in Faraday, Callus to You, and Kay Faraday.
the wow, what's this word? Phantasmagorically changing identity of the great thief Yatagarasu, and the Yatagarasu will go. And will all come to a light the day after I made that promise to Kay. The end. Woohoo! Yay! Good case, good case. This case was super long. Wow. This case is super long. Ah! And now we got the final case. Oh, is that her? I don't know. Cause I see the key behind it. And I was like, is that the Yatagarasu key? But the Yatagarasu key didn't look like that. I like this. It didn't sit right that you as the killer and the Yatagarasu. Yeah, it didn't really sit right. So hopefully we find out in the next episode. Ah, Turnabout Ablaze. Damn. Okay, so we have the final case for this first game collection. And then once that's done, we'll move on to the second game, which is collection number 2. Yeah, investigation number 2. So first collection has 5 cases, and the next case also has a few more. Let me see. So this is the game that we're on right now, and that's still number 2. Oh, the courtroom. Look at the courtroom looking different. Is there a jury in this? I think you like the story. The last case is really good. How long is it? Oh, even case 4 took so long. So I'm assuming in this case, we'll finally see the end, I guess. Yeah. And now we still have this case. I want to see who this is. I wanna find out what her name is, because she looked hot in the cover. I'm interested to. I'm so tempted to start this right now, but I can't. Oh my god, we're almost there. K is this, and then who is this? I don't know who this is, but people were excited about this guy's name. This guy, I don't know who it is, but I don't think it's Detective Bad, is he? Nah, no way. But yeah, we still got this final case to finish. Is Joe among us? What the Joe? Okay, let me see who is streaming. BB is still going. We could raid BB. Alright, I'll send you guys over back to BB. Even though I raided her yesterday, we'll raid her back because it's her celebration. Why not continue it, guys? Why not continue? Yep, your stream still has an hour. Perfect. Thank you for telling me, Miu. Thank you for telling me, Miu. Thanks for the stream, gamers. So thank you guys for coming to today's stream, and thank you for all the raids. Every single person, I really appreciate it. Case 4. Definitely been a roller coaster. I thought I could finish it and at least start a little bit on case 5. But hey, next episode will be the stream will be number 5. So it makes sense that we start case number 5 with episode number 5. I really appreciate for you guys coming today, and thank you so much for abiding by the rules for not super chatting and using the membership, because I cannot do that for Ace Attorney streams and Elden Ring streams. I really appreciate it. We'll see you guys later for Apex again. Not sure if I'll be ranking or playing pubs. Well, we'll see. And thank you guys for coming to stream. And again, I'll see you guys later. For the guys who's late for you guys, please remember to rest lots, okay? Drink lots of water, stand up, stretch, and let's continue over at BB's stream. She's probably gonna tell me, yo, Azeria, you finished your stream, hop on Apex, hop on. How much you wanna bet that she's gonna say, hop on Apex? I'll see you on her side. では、おつぜりやん、またねー。